Is that really how it's coming across? Is that really how this shit's coming across right now? Like, that prototype for the game? Yeah. Well, we gotta update and change that shit a little bit, cause that's just for like the advertising right now. When the season starts, oh yeah, we're taking the tab and the other dude off of that. We had already asked. And he said it was all cool and shit, so we left it on there for the moment. That's just for promotion. Besides that, we're definitely changing that shit. Because if you're a subscribed member and shit, then you see the actual GBA thing. You don't see the LNSL shit. Because we've been advertising for the LNSL. Try to help them out, man. You always, if you're going to be part of something, you always support those. Even though if they don't support you and shit, man, you always try to support everybody and shit, even though, yeah, it's a good philosophy if you think about it, No, you didn't pull up to the church today. You didn't pull up to the church. Nah, you didn't pull up to the church. Cause we ain't talking none of that. Cause boy, if we did, man, your ass be in here all day. Cause I am a talker. I am a talker and I am a philosophical type of individual to where I would fuck your goddamn mind up, have you thinking of some shit just cause. You want to know why the conversation got there, you would just know that the shit just was there. It was there, yeah. Who we got up in there already? Goddamn. I fuck with this little Prism shit. Yeah. Shout out to the homie Quelu for putting us on a little game for that. I had another app for you on this, but man, this one's pretty good. Well, I say this one's decent. Cause all the places I hook on to my other one and shit, and then using this one, it showed me a couple of different options that I didn't know. I would say, yeah. Cause it's always the other platforms that you really don't know, like, we're on 8 by itself. But then when we tried this Prism out, I seen maybe like 7, 8 platforms I didn't even really know. I knew Kick was one, but I'm waiting till, next year, next summer, when we get the house down in Florida. Then we'll go Kick. I won't give a fuck then. I'll give y'all that whole cameras in every goddamn room shit. I wouldn't give a fuck. Because I have all my homies coming through. I have people dropping through at that point, I wouldn't care. And then, hopefully by that time, we already we hit like that subscriber status. Or what is it? I guess mono status or whatever on some of these platforms too. So then at that point, we can, do pool parties and shit, midnight pool parties. And then, if they like subscribers, then they can tap in, yeah. Something like No Jumper and shit, right? But we ain't filtering shit, right? It's all what you see. They gonna have to go to a whole different site for that, right? We'll do a whole Pound Town series. We'll do the whole Pound Town series, right? And then it'd be all my stud friends at that. If they don't get it wrong, shit, studs, they need some love too. Right? They just the dominant ones in their relationship. If you got a good relationship with them, trust and believe, they come around. They come back around for you. They do. I got like 4 that hit me up any time around the year and shit. She like, oh, my bitch done pissed me off. Give it to me. Was like, what? Nigga, don't act like you don't know what I'm talking to. I'm outside your house right now. You didn't hear me knocking on the door? I'm like, damn. Then you just hear, doo, 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 doo. What you waiting for, nigga? All right, they pull straight up on me and shit come in. Whole time she coming in, bam, she going straight for the bathroom. Was like, you still got my stuff here? I'm like, shit. If he left it here, it might still be there. She be like, oh, you still got my summer's eve and all that shit. I'm about to take a bath. Go fetch me a towel, nigga. I be like, damn, you know what the fuck it is. You get your own shit. Oh, I guess you don't want none of this. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go get that motherfucking towel then. I'll meet you right in the bedroom. She be like, you don't like taking these hot showers? What is it, man? I know some of y'all women be so cold sometimes, man. Like, y'all be cold. But when it's cold, y'all are fucking hot. And in the summertime, it's like, I like you, but stay the fuck on that side of the bed because it's already goddamn hot. And you just a fucking volcano, girl. During the wintertime, it's like, oh shit. The fucking heat ain't kicking in. God damn, I'm over here by the wall. The fucking wall's like feeling like a popsicle on me and shit. Come here, girl. Oh shit. Ugh. Especially them big ones, boy, when she put that motherfucking leg on you, boy, and you know you ain't going nowhere until she moves in the morning and shit. Hey. 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 Right. I don't get them too big to where I can't, like, you know, be able to move you. Right. I gotta be able to at least move you some, you know. You can't just have me pinned down all night. Hell nah. I dated a chick that was like 450 and shit. She had me like that. I told her, I said, hey, you gotta chill. You gotta chill and let me up and shit. She said, no, I don't want you to go nowhere. I said, well, shit, it's about to get wet and sticky real quick. She's like, huh? I said, yeah, I'm about to just let it rip. She's like, oh, no, don't pee on me. Hey, she got the fuck up. Who is that? Somebody said, what's good, people? Oh, nah, gang. Yeah. Sheila. You're not okay? What's going on with you? Talk about it. What's up with you? What's up with you? He ain't in your life. What do you mean smoking is bad? Who says smoking is bad? Show me some scientists with data smoking marijuana is bad for your health. Show me case study. Show me case study. Because intake and outtake of gas and air is actually safer for you than you doing the normal act of breathing. Look that up. Look that up. Because when you smoke, you might get choked up. You say you have a heart attack. That ain't how heart attacks occur. Heart attacks occur because you have a malfunction between your blood flow that's keeping your heart constantly pumping. Smoke don't even enter your heart. It's nowhere near your heart. It enters your lungs, your nose, your ears, your throat, your eyes. You're talking about your central nervous system compared to vital organs. That statement don't hold up, bro. You said vapes. Now, vapes is totally something different because you know that you're hitting and pushing a button on something that's metal, getting heated up. You're inhaling metal. How else is the thing going to start the whole combustion cycle? You're pushing metal against something that's causing heat to make the vapor unite, and then you're going, right, you're inhaling metal. You got a better chance of smoking crack and being safer. Realistically, think about it. Crackheads take what? They'll take some cotton. Something that grows, cotton. Stuff that bitch up with some ashes, which is just the ashes. Really ain't no kind of effect. And then they hit their shit. Whatever's inside whatever they're smoking, yeah, that's chemicals there, but they got a straight little pipe and they're just, even with a lighter, like shit, if you think about a lighter, that's butane. That's butane. That's not a harmful gas. What you're doing is you're hitting a vape That's like having this big part right here on the inside of your container with your chemicals that you're hitting. Hell no, why would I want to vape? That's killing myself worse. I'm a hell and metal. And hell and metal. Bust your vape open and show me that there ain't no piece of metal inside that shit. The whole combustion process. When you hit your vape and it creates the smoke, just like how butane hits a material and it creates the flame that you inhale to create the smoke, do the same thing with your little vape. Do that shit. Go get you a class, you know what I'm saying? Get you some science shit. Take the plastic off that bitch, and when you hit that shit and you see that piece of metal start glowing red, yeah, look that shit up. When metal is heated up, metal breaks. You don't believe it? Look at buildings and shit. When there's a fire, what's the first thing that happens? Structural integrity. Everything else that's like perishable, it burns up. Structural integrity. That heat start hitting the beam and shit. Like, look at like 9/11 and shit. It took hours for all that jet fuel to heat up to a certain density to cause that heat to start warping the pipes to start fucking start cracking and busting through that shit. Right, heat. I wish I had that heat power, yo. The shit for the volcano and shit, man. I wish I had some of that shit. How do you tap into volcano shit? How can you even pick up a piece of lava, bro? Show me somebody in history ever picking up some lava where it didn't do any kind of harmful integrity damage to like their structure. They just picked that shit up like, okay, this ain't nothing. Right, find me somebody like that and shit, dog. Cause they said lava is even hotter than like a Mason man's forge and shit. So when like you seen all the people who used to make the used to do like blacksmithing and shit. When they used to do blacksmithing and shit, that they said that fire that they created to shape like swords and shit like that still, they said that's not even nowhere near the like a small spot of like a fucking volcanic eruption. Like just a chunk of rock from that shit. I was like, God damn. Makes you think though. But what y'all got going on out there, man? You said, well, look what is happening to me now. What do you mean? I'm going to have a heart attack at my age already? What? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy talk. You know, before I even came inside my office, that I just got done walking like 5 miles and spent an hour in the gym. Right. So I am very healthy at like my weight, density, body type, height. I'm very healthy for my age. Very healthy for my age. I'm more healthier than kids. Right. I'm probably more healthier than you are. And I don't take no kind of supplements or creatine. I just smoke my weed. And guaranteed if we were racing and shit, I would still dust you. Oh, what, you think I would be gassed out? Nah, I got you for about the first mile. I got you for the first mile. That's after you making that far. Cause I'm gonna give you 100 steps off it. I'm gonna give you 100 steps off it before we even race. That way you get confidence and confidence and shit, cause you got this tremendous league, and you're gonna go ahead and just, you know, human characteristics gonna kick in and be like, oh man, this motherfucker ain't catching me, so you ain't gonna give it 100% effort. And I'm just sitting there like, yup, he don't know I'm gonna clear that fucking 100 in about goddamn about less than 5. I'm gonna hit it less than 5. And then since you're ahead and shit and you were gaffing all bullshit and shit, you know, my alter ego is just gonna dig in deep and be like, oh yeah. I'm gonna tap into that motherfucking What old boy say on that interview? He said, tap into your inner Fleece Johnson and shit. Right. He said, tap into Fleece. Tap into the booty warrior. My man Sleepy stupid. Sleepy, you stupid for that one. He should tap into the inner booty warrior. He said, I like you, I want you, I'ma get it. Right. I would too, because, hey, if somebody was way ahead of you and you try to catch up to them, like, yo, like, no pause and nothing like that, like, no homo or whatever, y'all kids want to throw into it. But, yo, if you were trying to catch somebody, why not tap into, like, that booty warrior power and shit? Because that nigga been telling us that for years he was taking in shit. He giving the questions. They always say, yeah. I say, yo, why not just tap into that shit, like, in the moment of just getting that fucking power up, nigga? Because I'm guaranteed, if you just seen that shit, you would catch that motherfucker so fast. Be like, God damn, this motherfucker help me. What the fuck? But, like, yeah, man. Shout out to that, man. We only use it because it's comical and shit. Don't pay no attention to my boy Sleepy. Barbie Cush in the building. What's up with you, shorty? What's up with you? You working hard? You clocking in the studio making some more amazing music? Some of that good soulful loving that you be dropping on us. You don't even drop it on us no more, see? You don't even bring it to us no more. She don't like us no more. I know we be showing her all kinds of love. She don't like us no more, man. She go over on the other guys and gotta wait in line and shit. Gotta wait in line and be active and shit. Hey, why you gotta be held ransom to hear your own shit? You know it's dope. That's why you send it in, because you know it's dope. You want everybody else to hear it. But then you gotta wait in a line for however long or whatever's playing this shit that's just diminishing your shit. Because when it comes across, you might got the best fucking show. Hey, I'm telling you, you might have the best fucking song on the show. And it's sad. I done went through some of these podcasts and I done sent some shit that I done did like my first year producing. And I sent some more current shit. And some of these shows, I have that song of the fucking night. And when I don't really care, I send in that worst track. And y'all hear it and suffer through it. Just because I have to hear it and suffer through all the bullshit before my shit got played. And then everybody got the Cash App shits. Everybody got to feel that need. I understand y'all's motherfucking benefits got cut off by Uncle Sam. But you know, that's why you store your nuts up. I be telling these people all the time, store your fucking nuts up, man. How y'all kicking it? How y'all kicking it with me and y'all ain't got it? I ain't saying I'm the one that got it. But shit, I know a lot of helpful tips that get you on the right path and shit. Like, how many of y'all got so much music that y'all ain't made $1 off y'all shit? Be honest with me. We're having an open dialogue right here. I feel you. I've been doing music for about going on 20 years now. My first 3 years, I came out the hottest motherfucker in my town. Had to prove, set my name and all that shit the fuck up. And I didn't have no kind of raps and shit. I just thought I was hot because I had so much fucking music. Nobody would listen to none of my shit. Why? Because my shit wasn't out there. At that time, we didn't have the frequencies of all this tech that we got now. Even then, with all this tech now, how people still not making shit? I've been telling y'all all the times, if you got something dope and you don't know how to make you a line, ask questions. Ask questions. You don't know about advertisements? You see these bitches everywhere. You get on the internet, you see fucking ads non-stop on your shit. Non-stop on your shit. You get on YouTube, what's the first thing you see? You might get to hear a song, but then it's an ad that comes on, you find a show that catch your interest, and then it's an ad that pops up. Right. And then if it ain't the ad there, they're selling you the ad by the streamer themselves. That's the smart way to do it. That's the smart way to do it. But at the same time, you're sort of fucking up because everybody got to make money. And this step of making money. Partnerships, alliances and shit. They cool. But you can't be friends with everybody. Check this out. So say if you're on a stream with somebody, right? Say if you're on a stream and you're getting bread. And the bread coming through. And you're on there. Now you know you done brought your audience. So the stream is higher than your usual. That's what we call higher than usual. Is when you show up to a place and the normal doesn't apply. Because now you have interacting communities into the same thing. So you might have a bigger audience than them. Or you might have unique people inside this shit that might cause engagement with their crowd and make more of their people come on. Right. See, that's called networking and partnerships. But what you don't do is you don't be the star of their shit. Right. You don't be the star of their shit while you there, because it's like general theory of practice. You don't outshine the host. You ain't supposed to outshine the host. Never. You ain't supposed to threaten the host. No matter how you feel, you ain't supposed to, you know. You feel however you want to feel about them, but when you show up, you do it just like it's a job and shit. You pop in. Yo, what's up, everybody? What's good with y'all? What's good to the chat and all that shit? Right. You hit up, you see some people in the recent chat. Yo, salute you, whatever and shit. You ain't gotta personally, you know, fuck with them, but that's what people need nowadays. They need that uplift. You don't know what the fuck's going on with their life and shit like that. So you give them like that sort of encouragement right there. No matter what your bias feelings is and shit like that or whatever, you at least give them that. But you don't strong arm motherfuckers. You don't try to demand likes and money and shit like that. Come on, that's played the fuck out. Them antics is right there. Like, check this out. I'm telling you, like, I did my research on shit. Go look at any stream, and when they start asking for donations or cash apps and shit like that, their screen tremendously fucking drop. The live watching shit fucking drops instantly. That shit drops. We don't even look at the number shit. I carry a dialogue because I'm a person that just talks to people. Even if y'all weren't here, shit. I got somebody in here sitting talking. I got people in the Discord sitting talking. I can call somebody up, talk with them. Right, it doesn't matter. Tell them this live stream is like an invite. You get to come backstage with the man himself. Get to see what's going on behind the stage. We ain't giving y'all no propaganda. Put on flashy lights and shit. We in my motherfucking office right now. This is in the extension part of the house. Right. We are in the office space. Are we recording right now? No, we ain't recording. Hell no. Are we playing music right now? Nah. If we were, you would hear it, right? We got Facebook in here too, so if y'all can't see the little things popping up on there and think, hey, this man's just sitting here wilding out talking to himself and shit. See, that's what I said. You can't just come in and try and cast judgment on somebody and shit when you don't know all the facts. Like I told you, we on like 8 platforms right now. So I'm trying to engage everybody. That's the audience. Engage everyone. Just like when you on stage, oh, yo, I see my man in the back. You know damn well when you on stage and shit. I said that shit one time on stage. That shit was funny as fuck. Everybody stopped and looked. I said, yo, I see my man in the back. Salute to you, man. Yeah. They stopped and looked. Like motherfuckers actually thought there was somebody back there and shit. I thought it was. I seen a flicker of like shades and shit when they were going out the door. Know what I'm saying? I was saying that to try to be like, damn, they leaving. I just got on the stage and shit. By the time I got on stage, I was 5th on stage out of like 7 people that night. And it was like, damn. The dude before me, he was so fucking ass that people started leaving. And I'm like, fuck. I've been seeing people constantly. This bitch was fucking full when we got in here. And I'm like, damn, some of the people I invited. Hopefully, I hope y'all going outside to go smoke a cigarette or something. Because the first 2 acts, like, y'all showed up like act 3 and 4. And, I ain't even get on stage yet. And it's like, damn, some of the people I invited is already leaving and shit. Like, damn. They ain't even sticking the fuck around. There goes my support base and shit. Fuck, they done left. These y'all niggas done ran off my little fans and shit. Fuck. Then when I got on stage, I did my little thing and shit. Psst, motherfuckers were in there. I looked back up. I'm like, yeah, oh shit, my people in there and shit. They snapping the pictures with the little cameras and, they had the little Polaroids. Hey, my family, they came out with the Polaroids, nigga. What y'all know about them Polaroid cameras, man? What y'all know about the family motherfucking old school VCR fucking production thing that go on your shoulder with the shoulder strap, and they sitting there with a little thing looking down. Had my uncle sitting right there just filming that shit. See you, nephew. Right. I got VHS tapes, nigga, of me spitting. Spitting. Actual footage. Actual footage. Not none of this AI shit. Where you can say on there, hey, put me inside of a volcano, making it look like the clouds are turning into RGB lights and shit in the back, and I'm motherfucking coming up ascending on some rock god shit. Hey, that's a good idea, though. That's a good idea, though. Somebody gonna use that prompt. Hey, they can use that prompt. They can use the prompt. Barbie Kush, you still in the building, shorty? You got to bring me some more of that loving, girl. Bring me some more of that loving. We found your last one. Found your last one. Ooh, boy, that one right there. That was magical. Every time she does it, it's like magical, man. I want to see her. I don't know if she's in the LNSL, but man, I would like to hear Barbie Kush with some Lin Yu the Goat on some singing shit. Because Lin Yu can rap too. But some of her raps and shit, I don't know, man. I like her for the singer she is. Because, boy, when she does some singing shit, woo. Then you got that Let Me In joint, Barbie Kush with, I know, man, fucking the name and shit. You know what? I came up with something. I looked at something that would be trending for you. Since you don't really have, do you got like major productions out there, like publications out there with your stuff? Because if not, you should go in and you should rebrand your name. So you can still use Barbie, but spell it in the French orientation of Barbie. So it would be B-A-R-B with the hyphen I. You want to use the E, you would use the hyphen I. Because the hyphen I over there also counts as a I and a E at the same time. Like how we got words over here in the U.S. and shit like ain't. They got words over there like in it. You know what I'm saying? Supposed to be the same shit, apparently. Just spelled different ways. So I looked at that, I said, oh shit, that would work. That would work. You just drop the E. Put that hyphen for your I. Because they'll act as the I and the E, and then you can still have Kush right after it. That would fix your whole thing right there. That way you ain't got to worry about Mattel coming at you. Because that would be the biggest thing with your name is Mattel. Mattel owns that motherfucking name of that shit, and it's crazy as fuck. But I don't know how, because I know some people whose actual name is that, spelled that same exact way. Not the Kush part, but you know. Right. Because if you do it like that, then it definitely ain't infringing on nothing. That gives you free market regardless. Because fuck the Barbie people gonna come for. Like shit, she got a whole little video game. The little dog got a video game. Like, Nintendo put that shit out. They didn't get hit with a licensing issue. Mattel could have smacked the shit out of Nintendo for that. Nintendo's a fucking billion-dollar company and shit too. That'd have been fucking crazy. What happened to the Soulflower though? I thought you went with Soulflower for a while. That was a dope name too. That was dope. Oh man, what y'all trying to hear, little son? Play a little couple tracks and shit. Let me get the sound right. I don't really play it out loud. Oh, cause we gotta turn the subs on. Turn the subs on real quick. Let's power up. That's what I said, man. Barbie Kush, boy, she just puts me in that vibe and shit, you know. Especially when you're hitting some of this shit right here, you just be like sitting back, just like. told you, man, that Barbie Kush, man. Sheesh. God damn, man. Just put you in that, help me with the word, chats. Help me with the words, man. BZ, I see you in the chat. What's good with your boy? He said nostalgic sounds. You're damn right, boy. Hey, that was nostalgic. That wasn't nostalgic sounds, though. Hey, bro. You know damn well, if I whip up some shit and I send it and we get her on that shit, oh, you know it had the nostalgic sound drop on it. You know that drop. Yes. Whoo! What you think of that, brother? What you think of that, though? Yeah. Yeah, man, shit. Fire, bro. She been pulling up. She been on our station and dropped maybe like five, 6 tracks, I think. Since we started, like, what, top of the year? Yeah. Hey, some of them find us, man. Some of them find us and they get done with the hijinks of the antics and shit and all that. And then they come over here and then they get that love. You know, they get that love and then they shit get rocked in rotation because we show these artists love and shit. Like, check out the YouTube page and shit. Look how many artists done dropped me some shit. And we got it on there, segmented out. Where almost everybody got like their own little episode of shit with some hard drops. Introducing their shit. Right, it's working off the strength of a shit. We just put that extra fine tune, put it on there, and then they come through and it starts going on. And then we link the artist shit there, and then the artist jump the fuck up. Right, now they network get a boost. Right. We got the homie Dark Side Crook. He got a lot of stuff on our channel so far. And I don't even think he got YouTube. I don't even really think he got a YouTube, but shit, I know he's getting traffic to his band lab because that's where we linked it at, his band lab. Yeah. Like all his latest joints that he sent to us, man, like shit, they go straight to that project. Like I think he dropped the Work album. Right, see? The Work album. What y'all think, chat? Whoo, did that already drop? Cause we've been trying to get a hold of him, man. You know, we ain't heard from him in a minute. Yeah, we ain't heard from him in a minute. I don't think he's in any of the little communities I'm in anymore. Right when I got in the community, I check him and it's like he left. So, I don't know. He could personally hit me up, though. You can hit me up, though. Real G, bro. We ain't about this little internet shit. I got respect for everybody. I know you out with it. So shit, we just have to cross paths shit. Yup, cross paths, get some shit work. Right. I had somebody told me try and get a track with him and shit. I said shit. It ain't enough time. It ain't enough time if I want to get a track with somebody like that, you feel me? I don't want to do it on the internet. Oh no, we gotta go hit a studio in your town or some shit. Go get an Airbnb and have that nigga come in, right? See, most people don't realize how to network properly and shit, bro. Nowadays, we got Ubers, we got Airbnbs and all kinds of shit. Like, damn, how hard is it for, like, motherfuckers to mount up? Even if you got a Greyhound, that shit, bro. Got a Greyhound to get somewhere. Motherfuckers be like, hey, bam, you know, such and such. We getting like Airbnb and shit. Everybody buy into that shit. I do it with my friends around here all the time. It's called trip sharing. Trip share. I find random people online on TripAdvisor. Go on there and be like, oh man, what's some good spots to go this time of year and shit. Bam. You see mad people talking about, oh, I want to go and shit, but I ain't got it. But hey, if you pull together resources, boy, shit, it's a good time. I go on all kinds of crazy trips. Right, meet all these random ass women and people and shit. Right, I got probably like 15, 16 like families that done adopted me and shit, and like part of their family. Doing these trip shares pop up, be like, damn man, you good company and shit, man. You treated me just like I was one of them and shit. Right. Went to West Virginia like what, back in February. All these white folks, I'm the only black one right there. And I ain't really even that black. I blended in. I fit right the fuck on in. They say, God damn. They were throwing the word ninja around so many goddamn times and was surprised I didn't get offended at all. And I said, you know what, man, I grew up just like this and shit. I got my own aunts and shit that broke this shit down to me in younger thing and said, I'm not talking to you. And if you're in my business, you need to get the fuck out of it. Simple. If I'm hearing shit I ain't supposed to hear, I mean I ain't minding my motherfucking business. And I went off that same philosophy. Them people, they were good company and shit. They just use that as a term of endearment. It ain't like they came straight off. I had aunts that say that shit. She'll sit there and be like, oh, god damn. I was at the grocery store and these ninjas were sitting right there. And goddamn stupid ass ninjas just sitting there arguing at each other. Talking about 350. I'm like, damn, what else? Just being dumbass ninjas. Some of y'all gonna go back on the replay and be like, damn, how the fuck did Slim just do that shit? Right. Y'all gonna wonder how I made it sound like the actual word, but it wasn't the word when I was actually saying ninjas. Right. Ninja. Pause, then put an R at the end. Right. Like you think that you're hearing what you think you're hearing. Because at the same time, you got to try and put peace out, But it's crazy when some people peace is violence and shit. I didn't get the philosophy, and then, I talked with an individual that gave me the philosophy of how it portrays to them and shit. Saying, hey, man, fucking, I know everything out here is just an illusion and shit. And I'm like, bro, it is. It's just the internet and shit. Everybody's fucking spoon-fed and coddled like that for the majority of the time and shit. This is the parent on here. They depended on this thing right here and individuals to teach these other individuals how to be like grown-ups and shit. I said, it's fucking crazy. It's like a tutorial. How to get your life back on track. 1. You're already fucked up, so don't act like you ain't fucked up. So listen the fuck up. Everybody got debt. I don't got debt. They're like, hey, Slim, you capping, bruh. I'm not capping. I have no fucking debt. I physically got a stack of fucking credit things right here showing that I got no kind of debt. I don't even have a hospital bill owed. I got no kind of debt. They're like, damn, how the fuck you do that? Because I was smart. Y'all know the word consolidation? Consolidation. You don't. But you know how to get that credit card, right? And run that motherfucker up. Swipe. I wish I could get one of them motherfuckers, boy. I see y'all motherfuckers in stores and shit, boy. Clubs and shit, boy. I see y'all getting y'all fucking swipe on, boy. I swore. Every time I walk in the mall, boy, it's like a motherfucking, goddamn fucking Cash Money video in that bitch. I be having to put my shades on. Well, because it's kind of bright in there anyway, but man. I be seeing motherfuckers just... Now they got the little beep thing where it's beep. I said, oh shit. Get your shine on, get your shine on, get your... Right. That's why I be hearing in my head, get your shine on. And I'm looking around like, goddamn, that shit is blinding. And then wait till that motherfucking thing come up in the mail and shit, that slip that you gotta pay that. plus the interest on top of that shit, and y'all start falling behind on the motherfucking credit lines and shit like that. Then I'm like, damn, homie. You used to be the man, homie. The fuck happened to you? Right. I'm like, boy, I told you should have stopped playing with that Monopoly money, boy. Right. I can't get none of that Monopoly money, boy. I gotta come out here and get it. I gotta come out here and get it. Then I take some of this money here, and then you know how you right. Right, it never stops, boy. The world never stops, so the dollar can't never stop. You gotta always have that shit going. But hey, even if you gotta push it, you know, you gotta move something, man. You gotta move something. If you moving, hey, I'll take it like this, straight up. If you're moving dirty, and you're still touching it, if you're moving dirty and you out Christmas tree style, bro, birthday, moving like a holiday, like I like to call it. Every day I move like a holiday. Party like it's my birthday. If you on that type of time, and you still touching your shit, you already done been fucked up. You been fucked up. I guarantee me talking to you ain't gonna help, because they already probably got the whole book already on you. They gonna hit you with that bitch. They already got the whole thing if you out there moving like that. Right. I know a guy that's out there. And it's fucking crazy. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. You would never think a fiend would be the biggest dealer. You would never think the fiend was the biggest dealer. Oh, hold on. Pookie. Y'all remember Pookie? You don't know Pookie, man? Y'all need to go back and watch some of y'all movies, man. Watch some of these movies, man. Pookie was running a crack house. Pookie got clean and was running the crack house. They don't remember that shit. They remember the gangster niggas. Right, Pookie got set up, you know. He didn't want to do it. He was already making the bread. Man, don't make me go back in there and do this, man. Got me clean this shit. Nah, man, I ain't doing that. He's taking care of his shit, right? But man, goddamn, yo, that barbecue shit. That's what I'm saying. Somebody said, hey, you have another one of those? You talking about the barbecue strap? I think I have just that one. Yeah. As a matter of fact, nah, the other one public. Yeah, you can find it on our page. Yeah. That's the only one I had that she actually sent. That she sent me. And yeah, she actually sent that in. And then she sent, this other one, the other one ain't loaded. This one says Soulflower. This one she was going by Soulflower. Hey, you see that shit? How this one didn't load it in right? That's a cool name idea too. BA. Italics on the A. Because you know a character, they have the A with the thing, or you can have an italic right there. And then BIE. Yeah, man, let me stop. Let me stop. Hey, bro, let me stop. Because, hey, these people be watching this shit. They be watching this shit, I'm telling you. Some of them go back and they be vibing with us and shit. And they be watching and they like, yo, you know what? That works, right? We just brainstorming this shit, talking with the people. So, shit. I had knew that she had the thing where, you know, she had to try and change it up a little bit. But, shit, she ain't too far ahead to where she can, you know. I don't know how far her music goes back. I'm looking at her page now. Need some collabs. Some collabs though. I'm saying singles. Some collabs with some like-minded people. Oh, she got one here. Chaotic. Let's see that. Whew, that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. I would bring that mix up. That mix sounds a little off. It got you overseeing the whole mix. When some people say put you above the mix, but that right there, it just, you know, as soon as that shit hit, it was like, damn, I was expecting it to come harder. Even looking at just the waves, I'm like, damn. The fucking drummer, actual drummer, when he came in, just off the metrics of the levels of this shit, that bitch already started fucking hitting red fucking like 7 seconds into the bitch. Like, goddamn. Right before Yo's tag even hit. It's fire as fuck though. I don't know why this stops here. Let me see. That shit fire though. Why you ain't pushing that? Why you ain't pushing that? She got so much material here, bro. Look at this. She got so much material here. Then look, she even got some joints here where she getting on other people's shits. So look, she's trying to put, see, this collab right here. Put them on, tag them on their shit, right?
Camels that change so quick. Maybe I'm just so tired of your shit.
Whoo. Sad, that's fucking wild. I like that. Bobby Kush, once you figure out how you want to set this name up, especially like a chick like you, like, why don't you just use your name? What's wrong with your name? I feel that, you might not want to use your name just because you know how this state of the world is, where really nobody knows like their name unless you're like fucking ancient England and shit like that, but here's a chance to create yourself. I would throw your name out there, shit. Yeah. Hey, I go by Slim Ballin', but shit, it's linked to my name, and I actually went and paid to legally get Slim Ballin' to replace my middle name. So, that's what I'm saying. When I first started performing this shit, I used to get green dot checks. They used to pay me with like the little checks that you can load on the green dot shits. And them bitches used to say Slim Ballin'. First performance check I got, they wrote it out saying Slim Ballin'. I had to get that same check issued about 140 something times till I figured out how to get the legal process to change my name to where I could actually cash that check. The check was only for like fucking $150. But it was just cuz. Just cuz. I had made way more since that, but it was just cuz. And then when I did like the next performance and shit, I got more checks. And they all kept coming like that. So it was like, damn, you know what? Walmart only let you go in there and get away with it so many times. They were like, hey man, what did we tell you? If your ID does not say that shit on it, we are not cashing this shit. I was like, man, how do I get added to my shit? Well, you need to call them and get the name changed on the check. They say, hey, well, we signed it out to who signed the paperwork. And, you sign some of these little contracts and stuff with these places when you get on and shit, try and get gigs and shit. So I put it on there as Slim Ballin'. Right. I had to get it legalized. So I had to sit there for years. Like, yo, it took me like fucking 2 years to get that shit right. I had checks just sitting there, bro. By the time I was able to cash these checks, I had about like fucking $10,000, $11,000 in checks that I was finally able to cash. And it came at a good point of life, too. Came at a good point of life. The fucking whip I had fucked up. The people that fucking came up, reneged on our lease agreement and shit. Was moving somebody into the shit and said, y'all got 3 days to get the fuck out of here. It's like, what? What? Bro, I got a whole room of studio shit up inside this upstairs shit. We got fucking 5 rooms of fucking furniture and shit. We gotta get the fuck out of here. Like, goddamn, we got the weekend. And you told us that like a Friday at that time. We gotta be out by Monday. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Bro, we can't even get up with the stores people right now. Because they closed to even try to start on some shit. We gotta do that tomorrow. And your ass gotta work, and I'll try and take care of this house shit. I took everything that was of value and shit out of that motherfucker first. Everything that was like iffy shit, I had crackheads come in and fucking clear it out. I knew they were stealing like a motherfucker. But it was shit that was just like, man, shit, we don't want it anyway. You're helping us by taking it away and shit, All we had to really do was take it fucking down two stories and shit down to the curb. And just put a free sign on that bitch. I had put like the washer on that motherfucker, man. They came and grabbed that motherfucker quick. The guy said, yeah. He said, are you moving? Are you doing some demo? I said, hey man, there's a whole bunch of shit in here, man. You want some stuff? Hey, yeah. We already had all our stuff out, So most of the stuff from the place was in there too. You know, fucking washers, dryers, the fucking range, the little fucking dry thing that goes underneath the thing, the dishwasher. They came in the next thing, tried to hear us, and was like, oh man, you know, fucking the thing. I told them, I said, hey, you know, they tried to take us to court with it. I don't know shit, man. We left y'all the keys in the office, and we locked that bitch up. Y'all were supposed to meet us there that Monday. Y'all didn't meet us. So whatever happened to the house afterwards and shit, hey, you know, if it got looted, oh, you don't see signs of break-in, but shit is missing and shit, man. We don't got it. I don't got none of that shit. I don't got none of that shit. They tried to go in and said, oh, we had a camera there. I said, oh, what? You got a camera? They said, yeah, there's been a camera for years that's like pointing at the back door and shit. I said, oh, really? Interesting. I had called up the people and shit. I was like, hey, man, what's the statutes of like fucking recording on something? If they have like an individual camera on you and shit. The lawyer didn't know shit about the law. That's why I was like, man, see, I could add some serious shit on them. I was like, damn, so when we had all our New Year's parties and shit, you told me that they were sitting there secretly recording us the whole time while I'm up in the studio. You sitting there secretly recording my music and shit while I'm making it in production and shit, because you got the camera that's angled at that part of the house. So if it capture audio, you secretly recording this shit, right? Right. We took him to court. Me and my brother, we both got him for $19,500 each for invading the privacy and shit. Because they have audio recordings. And I was making a lot of beats, so I came off on them. Nostalgic Sound versus them. Versus University Province Complex was the company for that local institution around here and shit that does all the college housing and shit. Cause my boy, he got his college housing. You know, I just moved back from Florida up here. My man's like, hey, yo, I got this penthouse and shit, man. What you up to and shit? Bro, I'm moving around and shit, you know. I'm sort of bed surfing. He's like, damn and shit, you trying to settle down? Bet, I'm coming up. He's like, yo, I just got this spot and shit, man. And I think I might be a little over my head. I'm like, oh, what we looking at? He's like, man, such and such. I'm like, all right, bet. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You get the bitch, I'll come in. Right, we got, 5 rooms and shit? Nigga, give me at least 2 of them. I need 2 and I need downstairs an office room. I said, right where the kitchen is, divided and shit. Let me get that whole area right there. Right where the door is. So they can come through the back door, park over there in the parking lot, come through the little back path. I'm going to go ahead and put some lights and shit. They come through the back path on the door. We'll take them old couches and shit, gut them down to the wood, put it on the back patio and shit. So we got some shit so I can meet outside, and then they come inside here, put a little makeshift wall up, and then bam, I split this little wall, and I got the little studio right there. Little studio, I had a little headphones, some microphone and shit, and people come sit right there. And then if they want to spit, we go inside the laundry room. Had a little spot inside the laundry room with the mic hanging from the ceiling and shit. Make sure none of the appliances were working. Go in there. You spit. I'm looking over at the thing, you know. We did it like that at first. And then we actually took the other part of the room and built the soundproof booth. First person I had was a little 12-year-old girl and shit. Her mom brought her through. She said, oh, my daughter does some rap, and I seen your little advertisement at the barbershop. I said, oh, okay. Go ahead. That little girl spit some shit. She had her little brother. Her little brother, you know, he was turning 15 at the time. That was Lil Squeak. My man Lil Squeak. That's how I came across Lil Squeak. I had played him the motherfucking house party. And he said, oh shit, let me get on it. Let me get on it. I want to lace it. Right, he knew something at the time. Let me lace it. At first, it was just me. It was just my voice. And then he got on it and gave it that more bro type feel, right? Like partyish, like kids type feel to it and shit. Was like, oh shit, let's lace these up. That dope. Right. Heck yeah, his mom, hey, I got parents that bring their kids around a lot of time, man. That same kid shit, they up in Baltimore right now. I pass them beats all the time. They hit me up for some shit. They're like, yo, Unc, let me get that. Let me get that. What you working on? Right, I could pass him one of my slow beats and shit. He'll go over that motherfucker. Be like, damn, that sample is fucking crazy. Whoo. Shit. Psh. Motherfuckers don't even know that we got some shit cooking right now and shit. Like, god damn. They thought that we lost that little diss night shit, man. If I would have smacked them, if I would have just smacked them with just my vocal sample and shit, it was already gonna be stupid. Like, damn. Been mixing it up with overdose music and shit, man. Y'all stay tuned for that. Y'all stay tuned for that. Y'all think he's sick, man. When the last time y'all heard him produce something? I'm telling you that, man. Y'all better come with it right. I had somebody try to reach out talking about, hey, can you try to get me a feature with Quaalude? And I'm like, man, bro, you ain't going about it the right way. You gotta come with your business. Everything's about business, man. Just cause we online and shit, man, we are workers and shit. Like, people pay for this. When you pull up and shit, you getting paid for this. This is work. Work. I work weekends. Tomorrow, my payday. Tomorrow is my payday. That's why I like to call it Rich Ninja Mondays, man. Rich Ninja Mondays, man. When you get to that part of life where you ain't got to worry about the basic ass shit and you can just explore your time and make it more, and it's already working for you and shit, that's when you get freedom, bro. That is when you get freedom, because you don't escape the clutch of the everyday fucking struggle and shit. Think about it, everyday struggle. You do the same shit every day. Same shit every day. And what do? You're not preparing for the next day. Motherfucker, you got to prepare for years in advance. You got to start taking them chances on yourself. A lot of people don't put in on themselves and shit, man. They don't. Oh, shit, she does got a track. Barbie Kush does have a track with Lin Yu. What? What's this, April? Why ain't this being pushed?
Yeah. Barbie Kush. Lin Yu. We gon' bring the tunes to you tonight, but guess what? I can't get enough. So sweet, look into my face and say, there's only one in I can't get enough of you.
Whoo, can't get enough of you. Lean you to goat with Barbie Kush. Woo. Man, if I was to critique that track right there, man, when she got to that part of the can't get enough, I think you just hit that B. I think you just got right there, and if you would have, like, been fully engaged, like if you would have did this in a more professional setting, you would have hit that motherfucking note. You would have hit that note. You were there. You were touching the bottom. I was expecting that motherfucker when you hit that can't get enough, that you were about to fucking hit that pitch that fucking shatters the goddamn glass and bust out the fucking shit. Cause that right there would have had motherfuckers. God damn, that good. That, right, remember fucking Coming to America? Came up, oh, that right there good. Right, we just cutting out the boy part, you know? That boy good. Right, you know that shit. Right when you got right here, I'll show you. I expect you to hit that a little harder. What y'all think, chat? Couple people in the chat agree right there. You know, we got all kinds of life inside this chat right here. You know, some coming from the Facebook. What we got? We got my boy. Oh, what's good with you, Rev? What's good with you, man? I'm out here living life, man. Living life. Appreciate them blessings, man. Got my man, Reverend Nutter. You know, I don't know what church he with now, but you know, he one of the coolest, like, pastor, preacher guys ever, man. He just so down with you and shit, man. He could talk the Bible and he translate that shit right to you and be just some good folks. Cause he'll be like the guy right there. He might throw like some Bible jokes out, but he ain't just like forcing that shit down your goddamn throat. You feel me? Hey, that used to be my man right there. Hey, when I told y'all we be in church and shit, man. Hey, and them pastors be slipping up and shit. Hey, right? That sauce, boy. You gotta have that sauce. Hey, but he said, yeah. He said when them intervals came in or the duet, I felt that they could have went up, but that's just my opinion of how they do when doing choir and stuff in church. Right, I remember the choirs and stuff in church. That's how they do it. They get that. Right, I'm dry. I'm cotton mouth like a motherfucking smoker, so you know I ain't even gonna attempt it. Right, embarrass myself. Nah. But yeah, right when they came up on that, that's why I said, see, that's a good thing with technology, but if they actually got together and went and did this together, that motherfucker be something special. Fucking something special, I'm telling you. Something fucking special. And it's crazy because y'all really Y'all really, I'm looking at y'all shit. Y'all ain't that far from each other. Y'all are not that far from each other. Greyhound bus shit. Cause y'all got your thing on the face on the band lab. Like, you're maybe about fucking a couple hours from each other, really, on like a Greyhound bus or some shit. North Carolina and South Carolina, they ain't that far apart. Especially the spots where y'all at. Hey, Chris, you right there in Party Town. Right, that's why I'm surprised that you're a soul singer and you ain't put the jazz. Let's see if she got some jazz tip on here, cause you're right there in Collegeville. Fayetteville? Shit, most of that is college. You're like in a college town like I am. So there's like a lot of activity out here. It's just we get the bougie ones here. The bougie ones here, right. When I was down in North Carolina, boy, shit, I constantly frequent freaking Fayetteville. Right, that's when Black Planet was jumping off, boy. BET was down there all the time, boy. You always show up down there when BET is there. That was you trying to get on the scene, right. Right, I tried to get on BET. They weren't fucking with light-skinned people at the time. Right, they weren't fucking with light-skinned like me. You know, I was super high yellow. They considered me white. But shit, ECU game? Oh yeah, I DJ that shit. Homecoming? Psst. But everybody got to get in on that shit. You had to get in with that. I took a couple classes at ECU. Yeah. I did probably about a semester. Well, the semester, like, you know how the semester was going, like I did like you would say like fall. So basically like I think like August to probably about the time I deployed. Cause I was deployed and still doing this shit while I was out there. Well, not like the books and shit. When I came back, you know, they put that chop on your shit. Yeah, but I did my MCIs out there. Yeah. That's where the Marines got their technical thing of the equivalency of what that test would be. Right. So you're still taking the test, but you're learning it in the aspect of what you're going for. Right. How to incorporate that. That's why I used to like them books, man, that they used to give us in the military and shit, man. Because you actually got books that work towards what you were trying to work for. So say if you were trying to be like logistics and shit. I went to logistics school before they ended up changing my whole shit and saying, hey, you're going to be an armor tech. Because I was fucking quick at taking apart and putting the bitches back on it. Right. I did it like my life depended on every time. Take apart the weapon, put it back together. Right. When I got out there and shit, I had to fight the one time for my life. Shit. That shit fucking came in handy, boy. That motherfucker wasn't killing me. Y'all see, I'm still here. Am I proud of what I did? Hey, it needed to be done. Fuck it, we all know where we go anyway, shit. Show me somebody that ain't died and went to hell. Or went somewhere else. Come on, man. We had a debate last night. It was like, yo, motherfucker said Jesus came back to life and shit. I said, he didn't take you with him? Alright. He was like, good question. I said, shit, you know, they were just talking about the rapture, what, fucking 3 weeks ago and shit? That was the hottest fucking thing. Everybody was like, oh my gosh, oh no. And TikTok and all that shit was blowing up on it. And we just sat back and said, remember the little boy who cried wolf and shit? How many times in human history has somebody called for a rapture now? And it's so crazy because it's like all the people that call for that rapture shit. How come ain't none of y'all motherfuckers hit the lottery and shit? Why didn't you play the lottery the same day and shit? That way you could have made this shit right. Create a slippery slope of an illusion that blends with another illusion to where they can't even tell the truth from the lie. Right. Give me a second to process that, bro. Some of them need to go back and watch the caption of it. Because if the lie looks friendly and amusing, you're more drawn towards that shit. Right. You hit them with the behind the scenes of the real person, some insight, some knowledge and shit. Man, this shit boring. Scroll that shit, man. Look at this guy right here. You on the screen crying, ran into a pole or something stupid as shit. But now we give attention to that bullshit. Why? Because it's programming, man. Fucking programmed from the beginning. We tell these people this shit, they don't give a fuck, man. They don't give a fuck. Scroll the fuck by, man. Watch that bullshit. Ever heard the death of something? And then people entertain that concept of the death of something until it leads to the death of something? Like, bro, I turned on the news the other day. They talking about we just killed. My bad. We can't say them words. Ooh, can't say words now on the platforms and shit. What's up with that? Regulation and censorship. You know that they say the word fuck on TV and it pops up in the caption, but if you say it on any of these social media things, they automatically bleep it out now. Because they got to get that algorithm down. Even if your content is strictly marked not for kids, kids still can get past that barrier. And then they say, nah, it's on the content creator to moderate their language or change their self to moderate our new approach of the model, because we don't want to do the extra step of doing that there, because if we do, it's a slippery slope. The content creator leaves with all their content. Now you ain't got nobody in them slots filling the slots, because your slots were definitely fucking empty. And then they take their shit somewhere else, and now they're with a way quicker audience and shit, and they got a catalog to come with. And they're like, yo, who's this guy? Oh shit, whose songs is this and all that? But if you're already doing it from the get-go anyway, it gravitates. How you build a community and you only own just like one community? When there's communities constantly. Like I was saying, shout out my boy Quay. He put us on this prism right here. This had like 8 platforms I didn't know about. We already knew about some of them, because the other joint we use has those. Now we just link that with that. When we on the desktop, we even more serious with it, because now we're going to pair this with that, and we're just doing this because, bam, we were out on the block. Say, hey, why not take this thing with us? Matter of fact, we about to hit the block anyway. What time is it? Almost 4? Yeah. Let's take the people with us. Because we ain't stuck behind the motherfucking computer screen all motherfucking day. We out here mobile and shit with us. And I know it's kind of chilly outside, so we caught the keys real quick. Sit y'all niggas down for a second. Ninjas. Like I said, sit y'all ninjas. with a hard R at the end. Ninja apostrophe R. Alright. We're gonna start making our own rephrase of certain words and shit just because we're gonna start saying certain stuff just to make it sound like certain stuff just to trigger people. Right, we're gonna see how triggered somebody get when they think they heard the word when it ain't even the word. Who watched the No Limit Cash Money joint last night? If not, it's on the channel, man. It's on the channel. We ain't got the joint that everybody else watched. Our show was a little more interactive and shit, you know. We played some songs from both sides and shit. Went through the crate. Right. We only got about an hour and 40 minutes of it though, because YouTube said, hey man, that last song you played, a little too long, bro. We done caught on to what you were doing, switching up the times. They said it was pretty cool. But guess what? Guess what they didn't understand though? What they didn't get was, that was just playing some videos and shit, you know? I'm surprised we made an hour and 44, so that algorithm is very ass. The mix is still up there. At the same time, it wasn't even a mix. I told you we were playing songs from both sides. We just timed that shit to where each video dropped. And I had friends over and shit that was like, hey man, let me hear that joint right there. Right, we were watching the shit on the other shit. But I was saying, hey man, you know what? We're going to do something for my little community. We're going to create a little verse shit too. We're just going to title it totally different. We're going to call that shit clickbait. If y'all looked at it, it was originally titled Yes Create Clickbait. I wanted to see who would come in. Who would come in and bot with us and shit with just the GBA thing on the screen. Right. Some people say, oh man, if you get on camera too much, then guess what? You diminish your value. No, you do not. This is how you build a community of like-minded individuals that share the same vision and catch on. They might know somebody out there that might try to get on and shit, you know? Might try to get on and shit. Everybody want to know inside shit. Nobody wants to go out and have to do all the work. You trying to catch a shortcut every now and then. Hell yeah. I tell people shit, I'm a resource. If I can give you some info that helps you, then hey, that's good. Like the Best Buy, man. Best Buy. Oh man, them guys, Best Buy. Yeah, their qualifications to get on the Geek Squad is so freaking stupid. They write it up in such a way to where you can't get the job. They'll tell you that you have to have prior experience of such and such or such and such. Prior experience of what? Because some of these things that they want you to have prior experience of, they're going to send you all to a place to learn. So now you got prior experience of. Hey, I done took fucking 2 PCs inside that bitch. First PC was valued at like, I don't leave out of here. And we go on our way and shit. They were like, nah. So they wanted to proceed, call the police. So we played it from there. Police came in. You know, I whip out the phone. Hell yeah, I whip out my phone. I ain't no dummy. Police put their hands on me and shit. Okay. I got your ass. I'm requesting that body cam footage. So off the first whole little thing, you know, them trying to remove me off the property. Same time, they done shattered the case of the PC because it's done fell off the little stand because the guy pushed it and shit. He got tired of talking. They dumbasses look stupid. So off of that 2,700, going to court and all that shit. The police that was involved, I got his jacket pulled. Got his jacket pulled, body cam. I got Best Buy security footage. Had all that shit. That's why most of these places don't fuck around with me, man. I don't play fair. They want to fuck around, they lose so easy. Ew. This my nigga pulling up on me? It's my nigga pulling up on me and shit. Hold on. Damn, this might be him. Nigga sitting clean, boy. Look at this motherfucker. Damn, yo, how we rotate this shit, bro? Shit don't not want to rotate. Let's go. Janae. What are you looking for?
This project is so strong.
You looking for him?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, he in there. Boy, spot though, like fucking writing some shit down right behind this fucking dump truck and shit. Like, hey man, what you looking for? I say, you looking for my boy? He said, yeah. I said, yeah, he's right in there. Right, if you looking for my boy, the fuck you just pulled off the block for? Exactly. The fuck? I'll pop up over here and shit on some random shit. The fuck you writing down on that paper, homie? And you right behind my man fucking truck and shit. Like, what the fuck? Don't play that random ass shit, bro. I'm telling you can't make this fucking shit up, bro. Oh, they out here waking up leaves. How we rotate this fucking camera, man? How we get that shit rotated? Anybody know how to use this shit? There we go. I'm getting it. Oh yeah, get all that. Get all that. He wrecking the shit out of these motherfucking leaves, boy. Wrecking the fuck out of these. God damn. Hey, some people just want some shit to do. Hey, that's just, hey. Like I told y'all, man, I don't be trying to talk about the church and shit, man. But come on, man, that is the church. That is the church. They're raking the leaves at the church on a Sunday. As you can see, Amazon is still out here getting it. Fucking up losing packages and shit on the side of the road, even on a Sunday. You see how fucked up the back of that truck is, bro? That shit is so bent the fuck in. No wonder them trucks are sitting all along the side of the road that I show y'all every day. When we go to the store on the block, like, yo, that road is always full of Amazon trucks. And it's mainly fixing doors. Side doors, the front parts, the sides of the bitches, and the back parts. It's like, I don't know if they using these trucks to try and load up to a loading dock or whatever and shit. But obviously, y'all fucking thinking the fuck out of these bitches. He swung that bitch all hard as shit. What's up? What's up, Hooch? What's up? Hey, yo, what the fuck? I'ma just go on, you know. Apparently, y'all can clearly hear some yelling and screaming coming from that house, but I'ma just go on. That's why I say, yo, it's crazy. My people here, you know, my people moved into this neighborhood, and it's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? The hood moved into this quiet-ass neighborhood and shit. Hey, as long as they keep it in their house and shit, I told them. I said, hey, y'all got two little things and shit. Y'all little couple and shit. Y'all gonna be arguing and all that till y'all get this shit the fuck right. What makes it bad is, you know, my aunt and my other two cousins stay. God damn, I told my cousin, I said, hey man, you better start figuring some shit the fuck out, bro. You lucky you still got high school, man. You know? That's the one that's camping downstairs, you know, in the living room and shit, right? I let him come over there and get some peace and shit, because he got some good shit going for him. He at least go to work and shit. Right, so, you know, I'm helping. Right. Shit fucking crazy. Brought about you by you, you know. I'm going to come over here and check on it and shit, but if you brought it by yourself, you know, I'll set up a parlay at least for you. You know, now if you keep entertaining the situation and you bring it here, then hey, shit, I feel bad for all parties. Because it is what it is. Yeah, you feel me? And trust and believe. Y'all see me live damn near all day. Man, once you get past 72 hours, shit, you good. You are good. Just doze for a quick second and shit, you fucking good. Take care of your body, shit, you good. What makes you go to sleep? The shit that you put in you. What you put in you. Tons of fat and all kinds of shit. Motherfucking boy, god damn. God damn, boy. God damn, you see him out here, boy? You can't tell me y'all ain't reaching on the screen right now trying to grab you on these motherfuckers, boy. God damn. Look at that one. Look, that motherfucker big as shit. Let's see if we can zoom in on that motherfucker. God damn, look at that. That motherfucker big as shit. Right. It's got your mouth watering. Hey, yo, why the bush? That's fucking crazy. I'm gonna just zoom over here a little bit. Because some of y'all is like, oh shit. Is that a... We'll just look at these. Right, ain't they called the same things? But then you see that right there. And then you see the chickens over here again. Look at her. Doing the chicken head. Is this how they came up with that? Woo, woo, chicken, chicken. Chicken head. Woo, woo, chicken, chicken. Chicken head. Woo, woo, chicken, chicken. Chicken head. Woo, woo, chicken, chicken. Hey, let me stop playing with that, because I'm going to have to clip that now. I'm going to have to clip that now. We're gonna make that a meme. Little meme right there with the little plant with the chickens and shit, though. Ooh, ooh, chicken, chicken. Chicken head. We're gonna do it just like that, raw and shit. Little 15-second YouTube click and shit. Hey, if y'all tapped in, man, hey, y'all got my permission to go back and clip that shit. Get that shit trending, man. Hashtag that shit GBA Nation. Chicken. Put chicken something, man, you know. Y'all knew what the plant looked like. I know females knew what the plant looked like. I didn't see it for a while, you know. I didn't see it at all, really. I seen the chickens. I just played on the words and was like, man, you know, what else do they call chickens? And what does that... Can't make this shit up, man. I'm telling you, just be out here with it and shit, man. It just comes to you. Somebody said, nah, man, it's the weed. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Get them out here with it. I'm out here with people. That's Layfield. Oh, she ain't outside right now. But check out these roses, man. Check these roses out, man. Right, it's crazy. When it gets cold outside, they grow. Pink roses. Heck yeah, Miss Layfield, man. That woman know her shit, boy. Hey, shit, she let me help her cut her grass the other day, man. Tried to come out here, huh? You know, like 7 o'clock in the morning on the riding lawnmower and shit. Bit chilly. But did what it did. Uh-oh. Is that my YCs? Is that my YCs right there? scooter shit put me on some game with these little scooters that they got, man. They got some kick shit that goes fucking almost like fucking 35 miles per hour. Ain't even a bike or nothing. It's a fucking little scooter. The dad's guy makes these fucking strips. You put it on the bottom of a regular fucking scooter. And it's basically like a kick. You put it over the frame, take the old frame of the scooter, that metal piece, and it basically slides inside the kick. So you're upgrading your shit. Then you got tires that come with it and all that. How you doing, Miss Powell? Shy. Me all. Like, yeah, man. Gotta know some Cantonese for, you know, the Orientals in the neighborhood, man. I got 3 of them around here now. The one, you know, you gotta throw it up. You know, the other one, you gotta throw it up. It should be like, well, you gotta hit her with that lingo and shit, man. And then she'll come back and say, you know, some of y'all like, God damn, what was that, nigga? Man, get y'all language skills up, man. I'm almost up to 9 languages. I'm trying to go to Japan in 3 years. Right, I want to go to Japan and do some neo-pop shit. I got some chicks I'm working with right now that be spitting that shit. Uh-huh. All I gotta do is touch my Japanese up. I previously learned that shit in 11th grade. Trying to impress a chick. Plus it helped me out because, you know, them anime books and shit, man. You can't just look at the pictures, man. I gotta know what the fuck they saying. And after a while, you try and make up some shit, it doesn't make shit, you know? Your boys looking at it, oh man, what happened on this page and shit? They gonna know you got some bullshit after a while. Right, nigga. Had to be able to read that shit. Plus, hey, the chicks I was in, like, you know, the little club with and shit, they love that manga shit. We'll sit there and speak that shit back and forth. Right. She like, ooh, I like the way your tongue move when you say that shit. You know, at the time, I never really paid attention to it and shit. Like, ooh. That's why women like it when you pull up in the club and you hit her with that French. She get to see your tongue roll and curl up. What's up, boy? You being good? Being good? I know. Gotta hold it down. I'll catch you next time. Gotta holler at the homies and shit, know what I'm saying? You trying to get that status report, make sure the block is good, you know? But you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, everything good over here. I'm like, all right, bet. I don't see the other dog back here, that big ass, like, Greyhound type shit. He must have been good, his ass in the house. Oh, the other dog, they in houses, man. They got nice houses with fence and shit, with a roof and shit, man. I don't know what they got in it, but shit. Probably got some cotton or something in it. I don't know who shit that is. See, over here, this is a little, it's like the, I don't even know, you would call this like the richest part of the neighborhood, I guess. Because nobody here right now. Right, nobody's here right now. Like, yo, look, it's so gutted. Like, you would never believe this one house right here used to have 32 Mexicans living in it. Right, that's one house. Cause see back there in the woods. See back there in the other house, there was like 6 of them in there. And then there's like 4 other shits back there. Oh yeah. Shit. Before they tore down this one spot up here, there's a path further up. It used to be freaking 128 like sort of HESCO units that were compounded right side by side by side by side that were probably about the size of I would say probably like a 6x6 or probably about that or something, probably about a garage, a small one-car garage. So they had a whole bunch of them put together, and instead of putting like, you know, the people that down and, you know, try to get a job and shit like that, they were putting crackheads in there. And all the crackheads were doing was going out, now that they got a little crib and shit, you know, and do crackhead shit. Right. Then when the shit came out and shit, because, you know, some of the badges and shit, they got wrapped up in the shit too. Right, they pop up in there, supposed to be on patrol and shit. Your partner just got shot. You inside one of the shits getting sucked off by one of the prostitute bitches and shit. Nigga, you missed the whole call because you put your walkie on the mute. Oh yeah, real shit. Y'all check my local news and shit. Bro, from paid sex worker. I think that was a close to the news article. That's how I would have summed it up. I would good day. You know, we playing freaking the Bears today. The game on? What station? It's on there though. They said, who am I going through? I go through DraftKings. Yeah. That's what I get on. And then from time to time I'll get on I get on Quick Bets and get on that, yeah. Now UFC's, not like UFC nights and shit. Just fucking cleaned it yesterday. Came up almost fucking 2 G's. Hell yeah. Yeah, I wish they I wish it would have cleared already. Yeah, if it would have cleared shit, I would have put more on the Ravens game. Fuck. Hell yeah. I don't think that shit, they got best all the way through the fucking game. Shit. I don't care about the numbers that they going. Alright. I'll be up inside the chat talking my shit, trying to get somebody to do side wages and shit, see? You can do that type of shit on there. Some of these you can. Get somebody to do a side bet on something stupid. But like, bam. I bet they pick up about 70 in like 4 or 5 rushes. They be like, that means that not off attempts. You know, they're gonna be like, oh, okay, see, now you gotta specify that stuff. Cause you can do it off of plays and all that. And then they'll be like, oh shit, well, how does that work? Like, most of them are like field goal kicks. Yeah, most of them are doing like field goal kicks and shit. Y'all don't believe me? Shit, they just had whatchamacallit them on the news. For sure TV. He got the paperwork. That man found the paperwork. They got all these celebrities and shit. That's been fucking apparently fucking what they call that shit? Bounties. You might well say bounties. Right, apparently they got receipts for bounties and shit. Cause that's what you would call it. If they carry it the right way, that's what you would call it. Putting a hit out on somebody, really. Cause if we go in the game and shit, and I'm saying, hey man, I got 50 to get, and you can't collect that shit, that's 50K out there. For real. What they call that shit, intentional targeting or some shit? Man, shit. You don't think somebody don't know how to get out there and hit somebody and fuck somebody up quick? Come on. Come right off the line and shit. Just wait a slight second. Let you go ahead and come towards me over a stand. Just step to the side real quick, Just come straight on up underneath them pads. Catch you at the right angle, We're going to go ahead and just puncture and dislocate a couple of lungs and shit, Cause just slight lung tears and shit, Yeah, that's going to take you a good bit of time, to fucking recover for that. Come on, man. I don't even play football. I know how to fuck you up. Thanks, Uncle Sam. All kinds of ways to fuck people up. With just simple touches and shit. Then Royce Gracie. See, people didn't even know I had an actual training session with Royce Gracie for a week. While he was coming out training us in Marine Corps Martial Arts. Because Marine Corps Martial Arts is incorporated with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. A lot of people are like, oh man, Marines get beat up. Every video I ever seen that went live of Marines getting beat up was because the man was so fucking shit-faced. But even then, when you did supposedly beat him up, you didn't beat him up. You got some tags in and shit, and then the video cuts off. Cause that man ain't giving the fuck up. There is no stopping, no fight. They tell us, man, it comes to conflict and shit ended. Ain't no stop. End that shit. How do you end it? Make sure there ain't a problem no more. Straight like that. Take that, take that. What the dealer be saying, take that, take that. Right. Straight like that. Every time I ever been in a fight or combat and shit, I was glad to have people around. For real. I was so glad to have people around. It wasn't for me. I rarely lose. I done got jumped many a times. But I throw it down as I'm going down. Fuck that. Last retreat, I will fucking get the fuck out of there. I'm throwing some hits the whole time getting the fuck out of there too. Right. And then I'm coming back. We about to remix that shit. Justin Malia, we about to remix that shit. And when I come with the people, oh yeah, there is no talking at that point. Come on. Line them up. Line them up. I'm ready to get mines. We getting that whole lion team phase shit. I'm going at whoever was the one that offended. My man's right there. He ain't waiting for me to start. Shit, I'm trying to get mine before he even jumps over there and connects to you. Because everybody never knows who's going after who. It's just a random circulation. You be the fifth nigga over here on this side of shit. I might be the first nigga over here. I might duck behind my man. Third nigga come up, bust your first nigga and shit. I come up, bang, your fourth nigga right there. I just chop this nigga on the neck. While going airborne and shit, I'm about to elbow drop the sixth nigga that you got and shit. My other nigga shit, they ain't following the rules of fight. So, I guarantee you, if I throw you a fair one and shit, I'm just gonna use my hands and my skills that I know. I ain't gonna hit you with no weapon. But shit, my shit's all registered as a weapon, so, My friends, I can't count for them. They're a bunch of wild ass people. They wild as a motherfucker. All kinds of different ways of life. Oh damn, she did send it all out here. Oh man, y'all weren't on here last night and shit, man. We went for the walk at last night on the block. And the fucking woman was out here yelling and shit. I guess she was mad at her man and shit. This nigga got mad, I guess, to try and despite her or whatever and shit. So he took all her fucking clothes and threw them bitches out the window. And I just happened to look over. I'm like, what the fuck is that going on? Stop right there. And I, put the camera on it. Right as soon as I moved the camera, why she pushed this nigga out the window? Push this nigga out the window. It's now, bro, from the window to the ground is maybe about 3 feet. For that house, it's 3 feet. Why this man let out a motherfucking Kente Matumbo type fucking why you do that to me? The fuck? Why you push me out the window? What? She said, shut the fuck up, bitch. Pick my clothes up and bring your ass back in the house. Why'd you push me out the window? I'm sitting there, I said, yo, get the fuck out of here. The fuck out of here. And I'm looking at my phone and I'm like, damn, my shit just fucking died. 0%. Damn, shorty, you ain't got to ride so fast. Take a picture, it lasts longer. Right, they be coming over here flying and shit. She ain't got to act like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to act like that. They come around here being all mean. Being all mean like. Chilling underneath the stop sign. Who said I ain't? Who said I ain't chilling underneath the stop sign? Somebody said I'm capping. I'm not chilling underneath the stop sign. Exactly. Come on, man. I'm on the fucking block with it, man. Who got some music? Who got some music to send me, yeah? Who got something you want me to hear? And all my followers of GBA Nation to hear. Who got that joint? We heard some Bobby Kush earlier. Yeah, Bobby Kush, boy. See how we pronounce it different ways just to see how it sounds? Just because they might be tuned in. Just to see how it might work. All right. Especially if it's on BandLab, you know, all you have to do is just change the slight letter. Now, if it's on a whole bunch of other different networks, oh, yeah, okay. But even then, it's just changing letters. How many times I had to restructure my companies? When one company starts failing, you got to rebrand it, bring it back. Right. Not for that losing game. Not for the losing game. When something starts losing, it's trying to change up tactics. Look at where it's failing and improve on that. That's why I said this YouTube thing is a vehicle. This Prism right here, shout out them guys right there, man. We're only going to have that on the screen for so long because we're definitely taking the watermarks and getting our shit set up this way right here, this style. Because if everything is being orientated towards the mobile streams, then we're definitely going to hype that up on the mobile side too. And still broadcast it to the PC, where you can get that outstanding 5600K audio quality on all the music that we play. Even if somebody send me a fucking track that is peaking like a motherfucker. You ever notice how that bitch plays back to you fucking majestically and shit? You're not hearing it the way I'm hearing it. When I'm hearing it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to suffer through this bitch. That shit is peaking like a motherfucker. But, you know, thanks to, you know, hardware tools and shit like that. We give it to y'all, that we y'all's like, damn. Right, we're sitting there like, straight like that. But then when you go back and you watch the replay, it's like, damn, that was a good production right there. Cause you gotta think I do all this shit in real time. So it's like when I go back and I listen to it and shit, I'm like, it's alright. And then before, we used to have to do it where we had to do it one night on YouTube. Then in the morning, we'll broadcast it to the Facebook. So we set up a whole new live stream for the Facebook. So they get to see what the YouTube people were saying. But then the Facebook, we had more of an interaction. So this whole show gets flipped. And now it's prime time. We done turned it into a whole product. And now we live on there. All the spots where it's like, dang, we're just hearing the music, but he's not on the camera. Facebook get me on the camera because people show up. They want to see me. Yo, Slim, what up with you? Right, they animate. The chat is... Right. So then it's like, okay, well, we'll have to cater the extra shit to y'all. And then we go back and say, hey, well, we're going to remix it up. Change the order, put some extra stuff, because now we got, my local community on there. So we'll put their music into the rotation. And now that they're in the rotation, it's like, bam, that just added like an extra, maybe 2 hours of conversation onto the program. So now the program went from a 2-hour stream to like a 4-hour TV show, like a big block segment of the program. And then we put it back on the YouTube. And then what's crazy is right at the end of that, whoever's there, still with us, we popping in, going, since we already on the live, we already working on the next project. So if you don't see me on the camera, it's like I'm always there. I'm always there. Even my friends like, Bram, bro, do you ever sleep? I said, shit, I got death. I got eternal death and shit. Right, I'll sleep during that time. Only got so much time of the living. And the work must get done. Piece by piece, the work must get done. And they're right, GBA Nation, the work must get done. Because if somebody don't do it, it don't get done. If I ain't out here pioneering and advertising, showcasing stuff like that, talking to people, letting them know what's going on with you, man. Yeah, GBA Nation, man. Yeah, GBA Nation, man. Yeah, GBA Radio, man. You hear it walking by? Yeah, appreciate that, man. Hey, Garrett, one of my neighbors right there, he said, oh, I'll be hearing you say something out your windows. Yeah, see? When I'm in there and I'm mixing up, bro, I got every window in the motherfucking house open. You hear me? I got every window in the crib open. I got 10 windows in that bitch. When I start working this shit and we doing GBA radio, my whole neighborhood hears this. So you talking about at least good 4 blocks hearing this in the middle of the motherfucking night. I done had neighbors and shit tell me to turn. They said, hey, man, I like the mix and shit, but man, whatever that last fucking track was, that shit, Right, you talking about OG. OG stays motherfucking 6 houses up. If OG coming up and telling me that a track I just played his ass, and I'm looking at the name of it, and I'm like, damn. Okay. Right, scrap that shit. He was like, man, I hope that ain't you. Nah, that one really wasn't. I done let him hear some shit. Trustfully, I done let him hear some shit. That's why I said I take and send shit off where it needs to go. That good old piss water, boy. That good old 100% authentic piss water. Who wants some of that? It's an idea. It's like an idea and shit, right? Some kind of style with like fucking lemonade and shit. Make it just so tart and tangy and shit, right? I would cater it towards like sales in like red light districts and stuff like that, right? Play on words, you know, sort of like a play on words, yeah. Some kind of like playtime drops or something. Nah, it's cause this one dude used to hop inside streams and shit talking about he gonna drink bath water and shit. I said, what the fuck, dude? And I said, oh, okay, I'm gonna make a drop and shit. But like, damn, girl. You know, every time I wanna play, you know, you always come over bringing it fresh. But you know, I got the taste for seafood and I like it shrimpy style. And she be like, boy, you nasty as shit. I'm like, damn, girl, I don't know. I said, how about make it drop? How you doing, Natalie? How's school? Doing good? That's what's up. Yeah, like, man. Little neighbor and shit. I had to pause for a second because it was like, oh shit, I forgot I was out on the block and shit. And she's right there on the corner like, ah. Right. I don't need nobody's kids learning some shit that the parents need to be teaching you and shit. Hell no. But yeah, that would be remarkable as a motherfucker, yo. Now in shrimp flavor. Yeah, girl. She's like, you nasty. Hold on, I got that. Oh. I got everything I ever wanted. Oh my God. Right. For the moment, anyway. Once the seduction's over, shit. Fucking goddamn. Turn back into that hellish hellscape. I love be feeling, be all in your feelings and shit, you know. I'm gonna have to go in the bag and shit, but like, oh man, I gotta find some of that Barbie Kush to put on, boy. Get her back in a calm nature mood, boy. I gotta hit her with some soul shit. Yeah. Y'all don't know about that artist, man. Check her out, man. I done mentioned her a couple times and shit. You could say we're like a fan. Right. You could say that we're sort of like a fan. Right. I wouldn't say biggest fan. That's weird. We do promote our stuff, though. Oh, yeah. Why not? Why not? It's dope. Doesn't cost me anything. It's out there. Can easily find it. And let y'all hear it. All right. And then if y'all want to try and contact her, then, you know, you check the page and her stuff be posted. And, you know. I think we got a couple of joints of hers already on the page. If not, then through, like, multiple episodes. Right. Phone Call to Space, shit. I know for sure Bobby Kush got at least, like, 3. I think a minimum of 3 tracks on that bitch. Yeah. Right, dog, because she had that Space Odyssey type shit. That, right, had that soul type junk. Right. Now they be saying, like, first ladies of stations and shit. Hey. If we had to say, like, some of the female artists that come to us, like, man, we got Tiffy, we got Weedy, we got Barbie We got J-Side. That's my little cousin and shit from up in Baltimore. But she's more towards rap. Rap and drill stuff, you know, she young. She don't really be doing that singing stuff. But ain't that many females. Hello. They be looking all scared and shit. They're like, oh my gosh, he's out here on the block. What the fuck? Someone call the cops. Fuck. What's good with you? He probably took his dog for a drive. Little Lily and joint. Yeah. She done bounced back. They took her for a walk the other night. It was pretty cool. You know, the dog fucked with me a little bit. She didn't fuck with me for years. When she came over here, my dog used to, you know, body her ass. You know how pits are. Especially my pit and shit. She wasn't like more, you know, aggressive. All right, Pablo, you keep looking with that lazy ass eye, bro. I told him about that eye, bro. I said every time you look at me with that eye, man, it look like you trying to come off disrespectful and shit. You lucky I know your eye is lazy. All right. You used to look like that man Julio and shit. He had that fucking crazy lazy eye and never said nothing about it. The guy be looking at you like extra long and shit like, hey, man, you looking way too hard, bro. All right, that's one of them guys that you just come up and just slide that shit. Slide, ow. And she brought out all the toys, boy. She is about to get it in before the sun go down. Okay. Oh, she about the pumpkin carve. That's why I say kids ain't, you know, kids still play, man. Kids still play. I ain't trying to put her on there because, you know, but kids still playing shit, man, you know. At least this one. She got a whole big ass yard. Freshly cut. Y'all seen my shit, hey, same guy, he cut my shit up. Of course, it's covered in leaves, you know, like a couple days later, but man, it's better than having pine needles. You see all them pine needles from there, right here. All right, all that broken pine needle shit is all the fuck here, bro. Yeah. That's why I said, damn. I hate when they cut the motherfucking shit. Right, I hate when the wind goes and it separates where that borderline is for, you know, the motherfucking road and the property. When the pine needles on it, boy, and they right up on my joint, you know, I can come out here put them spikes down. You hear middle of the night. God damn. Hey, man, what's going on, man? I don't know, man. My goddamn fucking tire went flat and shit. Damn, homie. What, you hear something? Like, you hear something? It was like I thought I was on the road and sort of nodded. That's what they tell you. Because see this little lane back here? This is also the safe route, emergency route, that you take during hazard weathers, or that you take the back road at nighttime, because the main police sit up in the dealership. So you chill on this back road back here when you're drunk and stuff, because your cruise control could just go ahead and get you here right on home. You done slid. You got a couple more feet. The popo ain't fucking with you no more. But the state police be positioned back here too. So, you know, you got to hurry up, do it quick. Yeah, they come in here, man. You put the little thing right there, you know. Because it is my property and shit, you know. I can put it there. They would come across and that shit. All right. That shit catches so smooth too, you can't even really tell it because it retracts so quick. Come on, oh man. Shit. Damn, what kind of tires you got, bro? Oh shit. Ain't no light back here. Right, there ain't no light back here. You stuck back here with a flat tire and shit. And I just happened to pop up on you in all black. They be scared. Yo, you should see DoorDash when they come back here. They would not leave their cars. They would not leave their cars, boy. When they come back here, they are sitting in the car, calling the phone, texting, I'm here. I'm here. I say, yo, so what are you going to do if the phone is dead? I remember the dude called and my phone died. I sat there. I wanted to see how long his ass would wait. That dude sat there for an hour. He would not leave his motherfucking car. He done called DoorDash and shit. DoorDash said, oh, what? I guess they tried to call his shit. The phone was dead. He would not leave that motherfucking car. Then when I came out to check him and shit, this motherfucker was so scared he was inching down the fucking window. Do you have the PIN number? I say, yo, stop playing, yo, give me my shit. He start rolling it down now. I need the numbers of the PIN number. It's like, oh, man. Damn. I say, yo, roll down the fucking window, bro. I'm done playing this shit. You just literally sat here an hour. My shit's already probably cold as shit. I don't even want the shit at this point in time, but I can't cancel the fucking order. It's like, oh, man. The fuck? He sat there talking about, oh, yeah, take your phone. This dude was still not trying to give me his phone. Give me, like, the fucking food. Okay. Food to my fucking door as intended. Then I gave him back his motherfucking phone so he could complete the order. You feel me? What else was he gonna do? If he had another phone, I wish he would have called the Popo. Shit. Fuck they gonna do? What they gonna do? I'm gonna tell him shit. He got my property inside his property. Now, if I mainly go in and take that shit, then you gonna say I'm in the motherfucking wrong. But since your ass is out here called by that party right there, why you talking to me? Talk to their ass. While you over there, you know, you can go ahead and retrieve my property for me. Straight like that. The Popo, he gonna violate my... Hey, Popo gonna violate my rights. I'll get his fucking jacket pulled. It's easy. All I need is that incident number. Go fill out a motherfucking FOIA request. Y'all don't know about the FOIA system? Freedom of Information Act. Y'all don't know about that? Some of y'all areas call it totally different. Like here in Maryland, it is, you know, the federal form is the FOIA. The government forms, you know, is the motherfucking, like ours is the PCI and shit. Personal credential inquiry. Personnel, yeah, something like that, along the lines of that. But you'll fill that shit out. Let's slow that shit the fuck down. Yeah, but you fill that shit out, right? And if you feel that cop done fucked up, that's how you gotta get them, you know? When they slip, you catch them like that. Cause what you gonna want is the body cam. The body cam, if he fucks up, you know, his jacket loses that qualified immunity shit. Now inside his jacket, you can request for his shit. You're probably dirty. You'll probably find something in that bitch dirty. Right. Play the fucking legal game against these guys. Hey, bro, what the fuck? Bro, she's cutting the grass. She's cutting the grass with a fucking, look like a meat thing. The fuck? Is that like a meat chopper? I don't know how the yard fucking got cut. It's a little bitch. It's a little bitch. Oh, he feel intimidated. He said the fucking lion is back out this bitch prowling. Fuck. You're damn right, nigga. I got your bitch at my house, nigga. My man got meat out here on the ground and shit, bro. What kind of shit is that? Just got meat sitting there, bro. Meat somebody can eat. I told you, yo. They are free spirits, bro. For real, they are free spirits. That house is so burned out that they're constantly gathering all the shits that they need to throw some shit together to rebuild that motherfucking house that they literally live out in their yard. Out in their yard or inside this little old school fucking trailer and shit, hippie trailer. Alright, but that house is coming along just nice too. Got the fucking shingles and shit up on there. So yo definitely learn how to do shingles. Well, that is after he done fell through the roof and shit. You know, I broke his leg for a while. Right. Hey, sometimes you gotta learn shit the hard way. And old boy definitely learned the hard way. He was on there doing the shit, got to the top, and then the motherfucker stood up and that shit said, boom. And I'm walking by and I'm like, oh shit. Hey, yo, he good? He good? I'm making sure. Cause goddamn, that did not look safe at all. I talked to him, he said, man, when he came down, he said it could have been a lot worse. But when he came down, the first thing that hit him was when he went through the floor with the little support beam. He said he came straight down, smacked his nuts on that shit. Like, sort of broke his fall until he, like, sort of, you know, fell over. I said, damn, that's fucking crazy. Like, yeah. Look at that. He been putting work in. I told y'all. Look at that. Let's sweep them all up.
How you doing?
What's good with you? Now imagine doing that shit on a yard like this. Out of your fucking mind. Oh, little homie got him a little something to eat. I see you. I see you. Like he got some chicken or something. Oh. Yeah. Told y'all we got the mom down at my joint. Yeah, she just be out in the yard. It ain't my pet per se. I had set a trap up out here. I done caught like 3-4 fucking mice out this bitch. Hell yeah. I put them bitches in the middle of a trap and shit and sit it out there. On my little setup and shit, you know. Then come out here, you know. Put a little triangle and shit on it, you know. And when I wake up in the morning and shit, we see if something came and got it. You know, what they always be saying, offer up power and shit like that. So I figure, man, you know, if I catch stuff like that and, you know, cat's supposed to be these great insightful shit, especially all black one. Well shit, let me put them out here sort of like a sacrifice so this little nigga eat. So hopefully he stay in my yard and shit, you know, when it get real cold, he don't let none of them come in the house.
That's what I'm aiming for. But on the symbolic shit too, hell yeah. Give me a power up. Oh man, John. Woo. Yeah, but what's good with y'all people, man? What y'all eating on tonight, man? I'm looking for that lady that would like to fit. That's crazy. It's been about, it's been probably about what, fucking 12 years since I had like a proper like fucking Sunday family meal and shit. Like, god damn. I only see that when I like go see my people and they all down south. I ain't got nobody up north no more. It's like, god damn. Even then it's all siblings and shit. And even the siblings, you know, all my siblings get curved and shit. Right, all your kids get all the shit. Right, fuck y'all. Y'all grown. Y'all kids get the shit. I get to pop up and spoil the fuck out of them on holidays and shit. You know. You got New Year's. You got Valentine's Day. You know, the occasional Easter with the chocolate. That's the crazy shit. How did Easter become about chocolate and shit, yo? How did it become about chocolate? I thought it was about a time supposed to be like new birth and shit. I thought that was a message, but shit, it became the Easter Bunny. Hey, yo, Fox. Come here, my nigga. Come here, my nigga. Fucking hopped away, you little bitch. What's up, baby? What's up, lady? Look who's over here. She watching shit for me. Come here. Hiya. He. See, she just backed off. It's all good. I know she's over here, though. See, she at least let me get close. She at least let me get close. She didn't run off and shit. She identified. We got something for her. Right. It's either that or, you know, I did put a lot of catnip inside that motherfucking tuna fish I put out this bitch last night. You know, I put 2 cans of that bitch out here like 3 o'clock. And I put half the pack of that motherfucking catnip in that bitch. Yeah. I tried to give her a little piece of nug and shit, man. She didn't want the nug. I said, damn, I guess cats don't like weed. I guess they don't. She didn't want to fuck with it. She left the motherfucking bud inside the little bowl. I'm like, god damn, bitch. There's some potent ass shit. She didn't want it, but hey, I put that motherfucking catnip on, boy. She motherfucking ate that goddamn shit. Boy, she was like, woo-wee. I heard her in the middle of the night. She out there in the bushes like, I said, yo, the cat's having a vote party and shit. Then I seen that other little cat come over. And when he came over and shit, she fucked that nigga up. She was like, wow. Hit that nigga with a quick 2-piece and shit. I was like, get your weak ass game out of this bitch. I was like, damn, that's how the club be. I got to watch the cats reenact the club. said, shit, that's the only place the club be like that. Even the club don't be lit. Like, damn, every time I have a gig in the club and shit, it's always something. I'm going to get them dancing. The trick is you got to get the B-boys. You got to get the B-boys dancing. You got to get them up on some ass. They ain't trying to hear no nasty ass shit. Eating ass and shit like that. The fuck? You trying to make that man think of what he was in the pen seeing and shit, bitch. That ain't the right way to get him to look at your body. Cause most of the people that get out and shit, guess what? Most of them are fresh out and they step out in the club, just like me. We step out in the club and we trying to look for something. We ain't gonna tell you. Of course we want a chick that's nasty. Or we want that chick that's presentable and shit. I don't want to have that chick that I gotta come over and fuck you and dip every time. I can't never take you nowhere. Cause your attitude and shit. You could be ugly as fit. Like, shorty, you could be fucking looking like the nigga off of Batman and shit, Two-Face, on both sides of your face. Your skin burned the fuck up and all that shit. Looking all disfigured and shit. But if your personality's on point, it doesn't give a fuck what you look like. For real. If your personality is there, it doesn't matter what you look like. I just hate that, you know, us good guys and shit, you know, we gotta dog y'all out and shit because y'all come to us and try and treat us like fucking dogs. Like, damn. I used to like when the chivalry used to kick off. The chivalry, shorty, let me take you somewhere. Right, don't ask me where I'm taking you. Let me take you somewhere. Why I want to take it? Right, why I want to take you like on the first time and just beat it up? That's pointless. What else can you do? I guarantee you'll give me a better experience. And moments than just that moment. For real. Give her a whole 37 seconds and shit because you were lusting so much. Well, you could have had that shit for like 37 years, nigga. Come on, man. Y'all know it. All these chicks ain't out here just throwing themselves like that. I like finding the ones that be in the house and shit. The ones in the house that you don't know about. When you bring her outside, oh my gosh, it's something totally different. Something totally different. When you walk out the places and shit, they comping your meals and all kinds of shit. Like I tell you, like some of these restaurants around here and shit, man, I've been going to for years and I have never ever paid. I had never ever paid. I show up and they comp the meal and shit. Why? Because some of them do it just because. Without me even producing, you know, them even knowing shit about me. Some would do it just because. Just because the way you carry yourself. And then them same people that do comp, man, they get a big jump in growth. What they don't know is that when we walked inside there and shit, we came out like a little team. We probably walked in that bitch like 25 people. That's a lot of people for some free shit. Not knowing that everybody there is pushing content. Like when I step out with my friends and shit, they record me. Hey, they record me. I have no problem with a camera. What they say on Facebook. Some of my exes said, you damn right. You have no problem with a camera. They were like, what are you doing? Let's read some of these comments and shit. Can we inside? Let's roll up. Yeah. There are some good points on that. Someone say, hey, you can't force people to do stuff. Some people, as they grow up, they get stuck in their ways and they don't realize they're stuck in their ways. But every now and then, if somebody can give them a judge and they don't get so cut up
I think he meant caught up. And they get caught up in their mind frames and personalities to where they can't realize that instead of being attacked, the compliment comes off as an insult. That's a good one right there. That's definitely a good one. I couldn't have said no better. Now you just had a reverend just say some shit like that. Like, take it what it is. Right. What else we got? My boy Troy said, "Oh, what up, though? What up, though, with you, man? I thought it was something of the conversation we're in, bro. I'm probably about, I would say, 15 minutes back on comments right now. Cause when we were out there on the block, I really couldn't see. When we took the last sweep, I definitely couldn't see the phone at all. And then from where we're using the backup phone, because the other phone got, the ass clown bumped me in the store and that bitch shattered. So, we waiting for Samsung expiration of why the phone was so cheaply made, So, we'll address that this weekend. And if anybody is offended by what is about to partake, as we roll one up, please excuse yourself from the conversation, because we do not want to see, stop smoking, bro. Oh, you're killing yourself. You're having a heart attack smoking that and all that. Nah, we already done dealt with that. So y'all can just see yourself out now. So when we start smoking like grown folks and minding our business, and, if you ain't tapped into the conversation, hey, walking yourself into the conversation. You can join the conversation by hitting the tap, or you can jump inside the Discord. And if you're inside the Discord and you don't see us live, hey, try and figure it out. Hey, some people be asking that. I'm looking on the Discord and I don't see you in there. It says you're offline. We said that we were in here. Well, I gotta be at work every single day. Why you clocking my movements? But moments, man. Moments with people that come along and shit, rock with you and shit, man. Hey, we just be out here vibing and shit with it, man. When they be saying vibing and sliding and cooling, and man, shit. We ain't on none of that dumbass shit, man. Just real ones, man. People like to watch real shit, not these fucking made up shows and shit. Like, really, like, show me shows on YouTube that somebody ain't pushing something. I'm gonna stop all music and shit because I ain't got likes. Or I'm gonna continue my duration of engagement with you depending on if I got a certain criteria of likes and shit. Ain't even like that. I told you I can't even see how many people be on the stream anyway. I just person that know how to carry a conversation, interact if somebody was here or not. Rather y'all put dialogue or not dialogue. Lucky for me, people are putting dialogue, so I have something to entertain, interact, and whatever. But even if they weren't writing dialogue, like the last person wrote something maybe about 3:57. You check your time now, it's been like probably about an hour and 15 minutes past that point. See? Content gold. I lead the conversation. Lead the conversation, man. What am I waiting on? Like, go to a mirror. Come on. We got a pioneer shit, bro. We something totally different in this bitch, man. We got a pioneer shit different, man. Go to a mirror, man, because I see a lot of y'all motherfuckers, man. Y'all always go to mirrors, and when y'all go to mirrors, y'all always go to a mirror that's in a bathroom and shit. Like, who's gonna fucking stunt in a bathroom? How are you looking cool in a fucking bathroom? I think that's some of the lamest shit ever. I got friends that do that shit. I get on their ass the same way. How you looking cool in the bathroom, nigga? Taking a picture in the bathroom. Throwing up my gang sign and shit like. In the bathroom, nigga. I said, y'all can't go get you a little mirror like this, man. Yeah, bro. Hit him with the shit. Hit him with a little mirror like that, bro. You know, a little mirror like that. Right. We let them see a little bit behind us right there. That way they can see the equipment. It's set up right there. That way they can't say, hey, Slim, man, you be capping this shit. You ain't got all this and that. Nah, nigga, we put this shit on the camera all the goddamn time. Why? Cause we trying to get y'all niggas to get y'all game up. Get y'all game up. Come with that good shit. Come with that good shit. I know niggas that can bang out cell phones. Trust and believe. I know niggas can bang out cell phone, but trust and believe. That cell phone stuff, when they show up and they perform, they hit you with that motherfucking shit. That's that studio quality shit. I guarantee it. Hey, yo, check this shit out right here, man. Check this shit out. Nah, motherfucker be hating this shit, and you be like, man, you know what, this right here, that's that Bobby Kush.
Just sit outside for sure. Ooh, don't call me tonight. I ain't in the mood. Ain't trying to hear you loud when you say I miss you too. You only love me when the lights get low.
Damn, boy. That's what I'm talking about. She put it right there, any plainer, yo. Like, you can't make this shit up. Don't only call me up when you trying to love me when the lights get low. Right. That's what I be trying to tell them and shit, man. You know? That empowerment right there, man. Y'all gotta push each other up. Cause man, I see y'all women tear each other down just like, like a dude tear down another dude and shit. All right. I said dudes ain't supposed to have feelings and shit because it's like an emotion, but it's like rage is an emotion too. The fuck you talking about sometimes? Like, what? Who else they say? He said, to conquer one's inner self is a no one. Yeah. It'd be like that. What Tony say? Are you still typing it in? He said, He said, I know a woman that I work with that has a neighbor that she comes to and talks about all the stuff this woman does to me. Like, it's my main concern. But end of the day, I'm like, what are you doing about it? And she's like, nothing. We got the best of relationship. And he's like, well, why are you moaning and groping to me about it? And she was like, well, I guess that's her way of, I guess, starting a conversation. On that, bro, hey, I know some people like that too. They just come straight off the top with like some of the wittiest shit, and you gotta try to decipher what the fuck they talking about sometimes. Like, yeah. But then later on, it catches, because they might give you that missing piece that was missing the whole time. Like, oh, that shit he said earlier, it made sense now. See, he started the middle of the goddamn story and went to the end, and we didn't know none of the key players who was all involved. Right. Then he tells us, he's like, oh yeah, the guy there. And I'm like, oh, okay, so that's the one. Okay, yeah. Oh, well, what you doing now, though? Hit him with the what you doing now, though. He's there, right? What you doing about it now, though? Oh, man, you ever hear somebody with that? Hey, man, what you doing about it now, though? You say you done had the issue with this man for how many years? What you doing about it now, though? He right there. I done even had people that were like bounty hunters. Big gang members and shit. Talk about some motherfuckers and then see him and was like, what you do? What you do? You got him? Nah, he still just out here walking with it. And you still talking with it. You still talking about it. Got you. It sounded to me like you scared. That's what it sounded like, you scared. Cause you done seen him how many times? Nobody say you had to unalive and shit. I'm just saying, motherfucker, what did you do? You didn't do shit. Just sat there, oh, well, you know. And then it sounded like you wanted somebody to hype you up, walk with you. You need me to walk with you over there? Hey, ain't no problem with it. Everybody should be afraid of, like, you getting jumped. Because that's always a real possibility when you fuck with organizations. They never come with the fair ones. They always come with the group. I got my own boy, he reminded me the other day of a time we went to Mickey D's. I was buying everybody Mickey D's. And we seen some dudes scrap boxing in the lobby. And I told the dudes to move on with that shit, some youngins. These youngins got so butthurt, they went back down the way and united two different fucking neighborhoods that were already like battled in some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like some actual shooting and shit of each other side. Done banded these motherfuckers together in the parking lot of that motherfucking shit and was sending waves of people inside that fucking store. The first wave was just like the scouts. They were the scouts. They had two cats like our age come in with the young boys. The young boys, they tried to throw some cheat shots and shit. The older guys, they were just there to like try and let the guys get it in because they're believing that we just jumped these guys. That was the story that went back, that we jumped these guys. So these guys, they showed up. When I say about 150 deep, they came in first wave. They tried to let the little ones get their hands back and shit. Yo, he grazed my shoulder and shit. I swung back. I connected with his ass. The other dude, he swung at my homeboy. He fucking connected, blocked his ass. They took them out of the store. They come back 5 minutes later. Here comes some other dudes that were older than us. They came in that bitch. Came in and was like, hey, yo. They came in, instantly knew us. Hey, yo, we know y'all from around the way and shit. LSU, yeah. Hey, man. I wouldn't go outside if I was y'all. I'm like, man, we don't even know what the fuck is going down. I'm buying all my homeboys Mickey D's and shit. They came because we getting Mickey D's. I said, hey, man, let's go Mickey D's and shit. Oh, bet, yo, can I come along? I got you, bro. Come on. Oh, shit. Everybody out there. They looked, seeing who I had with me and shit. I had my young boys with me. One was already banging. You know, one was already out there and knew him. The other guy, they already knew he just swings just because he swings. Me, I'm just a wild fucking cannon guy. They're just like, man, that motherfucker, man, don't fuck with him, man. Right. Because if you fuck with him, you got to fuck with them. And then the whole neighborhood's coming with it. Right. That's how we stay bonded up. Every time they would come to our park and shit, man, and somebody starts shit at our park with any one of us, bro, you had at least fucking 20, 30 people at the park that was going to jump from over the fences, through the hole in the fences that we done put. The whole little neighborhood in that park was coming to beat your ass. Because you don't fuck with somebody in that area. If you were an outsider, you were getting fucked up. Straight like that. It was like our own little community and shit. The projects would come over and shit. Take that shit the fuck back. We come pull up on y'all play basketball and shit. But we coming deep as fuck. Because we knew what it was in the projects. I always wore my bummy ass shit. I ain't ever wore nothing fucking fly in the projects at that time growing up. Fuck that. You always had the older cats and shit. They always had something. They be the ones that be trying to motherfucking have you come off. Hey, look there, youngin'. What size of them Jordans right there, man? Uh-huh. Don't give a fuck what side they are. Come out them shits. Right. You know how they are. Go ahead and tell that nigga no and he already packaged some shit. You already done seen it on the walk up. And you know they had the motherfucking, they had the 38s. 38s, right. I used to watch my people clean their 38s all the motherfucking time, boy. That was like a habit and shit. I said, oh man, I knew I was going to the military. I said, shit, I already done seen guns. Already done seen guns. Already done had some before I even got in. I had so many shits that were buried and shit. When I came back, I would check them places and shit. Obviously, my boys must have grabbed them or something. They were clean and shit. Especially that Luger, boy. That Luger. Anybody know where I can get a Luger at? I'm trying to find one, man. I'm a collector. I want to put one inside my gun cabinet. I want a Luger. World War II Luger. That's what I want, a World War II Luger. That ain't already filled. I'll fill it my damn self. I want it still in operational shit. Because it's real hard to replicate them fucking, you know, the mechanics for that bitch. I want an actual authentic one. With that steel motherfucking wood. Wood on the goddamn fucking hand guards. That old world steel. Yes, indeed. Those are one of them M1s. I'm looking for an M1. M1A1. And an M1 Grander. I'm looking for them shits too. With the bayonet attachment. And then a sword maker. Who got a line on a sword maker? I need a sword maker, yo. Right, man. You gotta have that. You gotta have a, you know. I'm gonna need somebody to make me a super high density shit, man. He needs to be able to combine some of this modern day tech with that shit. I want it looking like what was that shit? No More Humans. No More Humans 3, the game. Right, I want that bitch to be like a pulsated fucking blade and shit that bitch can have energy resonating off that bitch. So if I do impact, it can hold that charge for that shit for later fucking tapping. So if I go grab that bitch and I smack that shit at the motherfucking ground as hard as it is, I want to just be able to do it but not feel the impact, but let the sword recognize that impact. So if I come up and I just touch something, it resonates that fucking impact back in that bitch. That shit, touch a piece of glass, that shit. Be like, remix. What was that one fucking show, man? They had a show on Adult Swim like that shit. Some fucking kung fu shit, man. They used to fucking do a remix during that motherfucker, boy. Some fucking warrior shit, man. Oh, man. Yo. Grimace. What's up with your brother, man? You doing what? Playing Zelda. Oh. Who else we got? We got my man Artie on his sponsors and shit. Right. Robin the Hood. Yeah. Bro, I told you, man. You gotta let me use that. You gotta let me use that and put you in it. Put you in it, bro. Fucking miners planning some kind of heist and shit out in the mountains and shit. I'm telling you, bro, I'll send you like a GoPro or some shit. You just stick that on your work uniform if you got a spot. And just give me some of that inside the mountain footage where y'all digging the coal and shit. Yeah. That way I got that real time shit with that shit, bro. Ooh. Can you put it like on your helmet and shit? Like a 360 cam and shit? Right, see what the inside of a mine is, the mountains and shit look like when y'all mining that shit with that big ass miner? Yeah, I want to see what that shit look like, bro. Well, like 360 scope. You get it right on the top of your little helmet and shit. But you got like a light. Gotta figure out some kind of cam that can get on that bitch, though. I want to be able to look around and shit, go back and look at the footage and be like, yeah, this is some crazy, scary ass shit right here, right? Cause what it look like its own world inside them bitches, ain't it? Right, it's like all kinds of catacombs and canvases already in there that y'all ain't even drill. Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, man, rocks and shit is fucking cool, man. Shout out to the creator, man. He made some cool shit. Right, you get to see shit that nobody else gets to see, bro. Yeah. I'm sort of jealous, nigga. I want to see inside the mountain. I don't want to go in there and do the job. Hey, appreciate you for the job, shit. You keeping somebody area nice and warm with that cold. Right, somebody need that shit for that heat on these cold days. Right. Hell yeah. You didn't even get no time off during the COVID shit, bro. You were in that bitch doing it, right? We talk every day. Hell yeah, you in the mountain with the COVID. That's why I asked, I said, damn. I said, did y'all hit something, man? Did you dig something up and that's what it was? Nah. Yeah, it must have been a lab there. But then look, they just recently were talking about that shit, bro. Talking about why we have an involvement in the shit too. And then I went back and looked at the numbers and said, yo, is that why the UFC? Like, bro, come on. Is that why the UFC is over in Brazil? Why they're giving so many Brazilian fighters a chance and shit to come up? And you're doing so much effort over there? Because if you go back and you look during the 19, Brazil had to create the world's largest graveyard and destroy so much wildlife and shit to try and build this massive fucking graveyard because they were getting fucked up by the 19. Right, the Germans fucked their ass up. They took the hugest hit. Right, I noticed all that shit, man. I said, God damn. Some people just watch the local shit. We were watching everything because we already knew something was already in play. Why people act this way that they act right now, it was plain. It was plain and simple. It was plain and simple because MK Ultra was already at work at the same time and people don't know about shit like that. When they said the shit about the energy weapon being used and shit, and sound and shit being used, they thinking, oh man, this is something new and shit. Nah, bitch, this been going on for so goddamn long. So goddamn long. This been going on since the invention of radio. It's been going on since the tapping in of sound and chakra flow and all that shit, see? This goes way back and shit, man. Big brain talk. They're like, yo, he's only talking like this because he's high of the weed. What? Shout out to Sweet Life, man. Shout out to Sweet Life. See, we don't even put their merchandise on the thing no more. Just because we already done did that satisfaction on their commitment. And everybody else that jumped in on that campaign with us, we appreciate y'all. Because I seen all the numbers of everybody that done tapped in. Couple people got in on it. So they must be getting their boxes every month like I get a little box every month. Right, send a little box. Shut these guys out. Keep getting the boxes. Move that product, boy. Who out there? I be lurking and peeping. I'm too scared to talk to you. Hell yeah. But it's alright. It's gonna be alright. Quench my thirst real quick. Sip on some of this Arizona. Some Bobby Kush. Talk on, girl.
Every time I think about you, it feels like the end of the line. I try not to think about you, but I can't get you out of my mind. Don't know where I went wrong or how to hold on. I feel so when it's all said and done, would you be the one to stay when I push away? I know you meant well, but you gave me hell. Don't wanna leave, don't wanna stay. Something is out of place. How could you do and say these things with no shame? It's a much simpler way to do things. Won't you tell me, baby? Everything is wrong. think about you, but I can't get you out of my mind. It's gonna be alright, gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright, gonna be alright.
Whoo! Boy, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, every time I hear that, boy, every time I hear that voice, man, like she got that. But man, like she was saying, it's gonna be alright, man. Well, y'all be all uptight, tripping sometimes and shit, man. You know that we even had a diss track made it on us? We had somebody put in their shit and make a diss track on us that was... Could have used a lot more work on it. I would have definitely put some more work on it. We even told the guy come with it. We told him come with it, but we thought he would have got it up to at least a standard. Like, you could tell it was clearly on the cell phone. We even went back and tried to boof it up and shit. Was like, damn, this shit is still low as shit. Still low as shit. But hey, we inspired inspiration and creativity. Right? And still puts the young man on. Still puts the young man on. Because look, we went back to the joint today and bam, you know, more people done tapped in. You know, done even tapped into the joint. Was like, oh, bad, you know. They done tapped in. They even say, hey, man, the joint is cool. We like your version of it versus that version. So, you know. That's just the people. That's just the people tapping in. We even did a poll on this just so nobody could say that we were being bullying or anything like that. We even did a poll and put that poll out there for over the weekend. From the Thursday till today. And even the poll confirmed that amongst the 2 tracks that were submitted, hands down, you know, that shit got so many Rotten Tomatoes on that shit that we didn't even put up the results with the captions. We just put up the results. But we didn't put the captions on there because, you know, hey, just because somebody come with their opinion and shit, or what they think of perspectives and stuff, and they coming with, you know, whatever their view is, we let them express it and shit. But hey, at the same time, yo, you know, we support those that don't support themselves, and that don't, right. We support those that don't support themselves, just like we said. So if you got tons of music and your career ain't taking off the way you got, like, what's the point of having 500 tracks if you ain't got at least 10 that are the ones? 10 that are at least doing something. 10 that you can pull in up that are known. That are known. That's the thing, known. It doesn't care if it bops and shit. Who getting that? Who's getting that? Who's requesting that? I'm pretty sure I could call up the place and send in a house party. I could probably send in a house party and get a gig just off. I usually send in club mixes for club gigs. But they already hear me on the radio. So I got that going. Already got that going for me. How I get on the radio? Through somebody else. How they get on? Through somebody else. Why? Because if you know somebody, then you know somebody. If you ain't out there to be known and get heard, then how the fuck we supposed to find you? I find some of y'all artists through BandLab, YouTube, and that's if you come across the algorithm. I don't go on like all these other shows to find y'all and shit. I said it like a treasure, you know, like a pirate treasure hunt. Go out there and find the booty. Right, I'm like that motherfucking X. Dig me the fuck up. Dig me up. Right now, I told y'all we got the star power. We got a whole bunch of things going as people build on with us. And we get that, then guess what? That gives y'all access to more shit that y'all get to participate in. Bam, we got the homie Hurricane, JW. We got 2 of his shows on our program now. You know what I'm saying? We got Detroit After Dark, and we just grabbed the episode of HHN Special Story Reports. You know what I'm saying? So, while we get him set up in position to where he can run his, we're hosting his shows on here also. Give it our GBA twist and everything. Also play some of our artists on there along with his music. You know? Networking. Everybody else, you know, we trying to figure out where y'all can fit in, but man, you know, like everybody in this joint is with it. With it. Just like sponsorships, like man, shit. If you can't find a sponsor, bro, what y'all be looking at on your phones and shit? Look up the word advertise. You don't want to look up ad. You want to look up like actual words. Advertise, marketing, business. The one way a business reaches out to you is knowing how to do business. Some of that shit you got to learn in college. That's why they tax that ass. They want to tax you and put you in debt to see if you can get out of that motherfucker. That's the point of college right there. Is if you think of all your years in school, you're being tested every quarter on an evaluation scale dictated by somebody else off of your personal performance. Somehow when we got out of school, we obviously forgot about the concept of permanent record. Whatever you do is written on this motherfucker. Same thing for like your book of life and shit. So motherfuckers like, oh, well, I wish this, and this. Bitch, you the author of your own motherfucking book. You the penmanship for your shit. If you ain't got no motion, then your pen ain't moving. And nothing's happening. And shit's just going bad for you. You feel me? Oh, shit, we got prototype happening. Let's see what's going on. Who we got tapping in with us? Tapping in GBA Radio. Yo. Who we got tapped in with us? What's good with you? Oh, you going live today? Okay. Oh, yeah. I'm on the camera right now. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. To the old. Gotta take the 25s, 10s out the stack and shit, all straight hundreds. Hell yeah. Sheesh. Yeah, they talking about them blue stripes. Whoo! Hell yeah. God damn. I don't know, man. I ain't even seen him pull one out yet. I still ain't seen nobody pull one out with a video yet. They still saying dono, give me the cash app. Give me the cash app donos. Hey, I ain't got no problem like shit. I send them all the time. Oh yeah, yeah. Go ahead and smack the camera one time with it. Whoever, hey, chat, you want to get smacked by a stack real quick? There you go. They said smack me with it. Yeah. That's what gets me. I'm like, yo, how you get a fresh banknote and the shit don't. Sheesh. Big wax. For the banks. I always fuck with you, babe. Okay. Okay. Indeed. Hey, yo, y'all pull up, man. GBA Nation, pull up, man. We about to go prime time with it. Oh, yeah, they've been watching me for about a good 5 hours. Yeah, we've been vibing to some Barbie Kush. Yeah, bro. I was giving her some suggestions how she could change her name to where she don't even have to worry about that Martell coming at her. Write it out in a French style. Oh, the money word. Discord. Yeah, yeah. Yo said bands and cooling. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Where they cut me off as soon as you change the audio input? Chat said, who are you on the phone with? Quaalude from Overdose Music. Y'all hear a lot of his songs. The recent one was How to Get a Bag. Yeah. Hey, they're probably going to go live too. They always go opposite of everybody else. Oh, they must have got an ad. Are y'all getting ads in the chat? You? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm here.